Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, behold the rolling of the chairs, the pomp, the circumstance, steeped in tradition for hundreds of years. To bear witness to this is a privilege. People will be telling their grandchildren about such an event. There it is! There it is! Do you see it? Do you see it?
I do see it.
Working its way up the royal hallway. I believe that's Opie's chair.
Yes, it is.
Let me check my program. Yes, it is indeed Opie's chair. I have a view of it. If I may take this moment to just take some photographs of this moment. But my word, this is fantastic. You know, the guard of the chair that we see, only the greatest of former interns are allowed to wield the chair. Somebody looks very confused in the hallway of this whole thing.
Whoa, Sal is dressing the part today. All dressed up.
As well he should be.
He's got a tie on.
You know, we're used to such somber events
Yes.
in this day and age, but... Oh, it's coming right behind me.
How are you going to get the fat fuck chair out? So there's a chair traffic jam over here.
Oh, is this fantastic?
Nice.
There it is.
Oh, wonderful.
As Opie takes his place. And there it goes, the fat fuck chair is leaving. There goes the fat fuck chair.
Lady prepared something.
I prepared a speech, gentlemen.
The Sal is very dressed up.
Hear ye, hear ye.
Oh.
We are gathered here today, the 5th month, 2,000 years, 14 after death. Doth thinketh whence a fulsome man sat upon your majesty's throne. He shan't be named, except the fat fuck. Plump in thy buttock, ye breaking dear throne. Fumes of assin seep whence passin'. Alas, a swain, Wicklin by name, to please 3 kings, brought forth a sling. Majestic, proud, and stout, with wizards gone, a veil drawn. Henceforth today we make merry, a new dignitary, the wheeling of the chairs.
My word. That speech has gone unchanged for 400 years.
Yes,
It's magnificent to witness.
Now throw that piece of shit chair out the window.
I was getting uncomfortable for a second.
Were you?
Thought you were supposed
I thought
to.
he did a good job.
I do too. I was like,
I was getting a little scared.
One line too many, and I was going to smash that laptop into his face.
the punching of the jaw.
Exactly. Yes, the bashing of the.
The wheeling of the chairs.
There it goes.
There it goes down the hall. The fat fuck chair.
Not so much respect with the fat fuck chair going down the hallway. He's pretty much just kicking it down the hall.
It took him at least 3 minutes from our office to here.
Slowly. And some people from other shows were walking past like,
and then
what the fuck is going on?
And they roll their eyes.
I know.
What the fuck are you doing with your show today? Relax.
Lighten up, Francis.
We're just having a good time over here.
When that person walked past, asked what Sal was doing,
he goes,
"Silence, it's the wheeling of the chairs." And she goes, "Oh yeah, because that's important."
Oh, wow.
It's very important.
It certainly is. For another day or two until we're sick of this.
Well, exactly.
And then we'll move on.
Until that horse is fucking laying there with blood stains and rotting flesh.
Seems a bit unnecessary just to put in a chair in.
Just a bit.
He's all dressed up, too.
I know.
Yeah, I like that. Looks hot.
Sal's dressed like he's going to a wedding or something.
Yes, he really did gussy
I wish
up.
he was in Game of Thrones.
Those never work out well.
No, they're never fun.
No.
Sam's got his hair all pulled back.
Yeah, look
looking
at
like
that.
Walona. I love him.
You gotta conk that shit, yo.
Yes, exactly, with a hammer.
Opie, now the chair. Are you liking that chair?
Well, I don't like the attention, to be honest with you. I don't like when
You tend to shy away from it.
After all,
I don't like all the attention focused on me like that.
Right,
It's a
right.
little awkward, to
I
be honest with
gotcha.
you.
I gotcha.
Just kind of want the chair in
Sure,
studio at this
sure.
point. It's George Brett's birthday. I mentioned that
oh
because
my God,
we get to play the shit story again today.
I love the shit story.
Every chance we get to play the George Brett shit story, I'm
He
in.
sure spins a great shit yarn.
He's the best at it. 61 today for George Brett.
Yeah.
And we'll play that shit story probably going into the first break. So there you have it.
Stay tuned.
I'll tell you. Got in today. There's so much going on, but man, the papers, I'm sure your paper as well, has pictures of the 9/11 museum. Wow.
Yeah, some pictures
there's
of the
just-
exhibits that are down there, and
Wow comes to mind. Sad comes to mind. Shocking comes to mind.
how about pissed?
Pissed, of course.
Still, I'm still fucking
Of
pissed.
course, pissed.
There's one shot in here where, I guess there was a store down the street where they had put up
Right.
a makeshift kind of pictures to searching for people, and it has the clothes kind of hung on their original racks, and all of the pants and the shirts are covered in soot from the collapse. It's really
it's-
chilling.
And the
It's
whole
like-
display hasn't been touched since 9/11. It pretty much looks like any clothing store where you got, shelves of jeans, and then you got the shirts hanging in the background.
Yeah.
There's a sale sign even that says $29.99, and they're
think
just
some-
filled with soot and dust, like Jimmy said.
I think some dummy will go in there and try on a shirt. Can I buy this?
yeah,
No,
these
don't.
for sale.
It's a fucking exhibit, you idiot.
These pictures are brutal.
Yeah,
If you haven't seen the airplane window,
That conjures up some fucking images, huh?
kind of a cheap plug, but I did tweet it if you want to check it out. But wow, it's intense. You got the George Bush bullhorn down there at the museum.
Oh, is that what the picture's from? Okay.
You got Ant was pointing out right before we went live. There's a rotary phone.
Yeah, it's like not a rotary phone.
Not a rotary
it's a
phone.
push button phone.
Yeah,
But it's
push
very
button.
old looking, and there's also a Rolodex next to it. But I guess they
pair of scissors.
so much dust. But it's like, God, you don't realize, how much time has passed from then till now that there's a fucking Rolodex anymore.
Back
There's a
then, what
fucking
did we
Rolodex.
have in 2001? It wasn't the smartphones yet, but it was
It's really
the,
a Palm Pilot,
Palm Pilots, right.
kind of a thing, and no one really had the smartphone down yet. It was too many things
No.
to carry at one time. If you had a Palm Pilot and a phone and just for
pager.
music.
Oh no, not
iPod.
iPod.
Jesus
Oh, yeah.
Christ. Yeah. And an iPod, like they hadn't consolidated everything yet. So, for phones, you'd still have a Rolodex on your desk. But you realize how much time has gone by looking at some of these exhibits. It also captures, and I think that's what gets the emotions, is it captures that fucking moment.
Right.
It's like you look at a helmet, a fucking fire helmet that's just bent up and smashed. And you think of the moment that happened to it. Of
course.
So that's why it conjures up all those feelings.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, I got to get down there, but, me and emotion.
Did it open yet though, or is it just opening?
I think it's open for the families first. They're going to do Obama's down there today.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's giving a speech from down there at about 11.
Oh, wow.
And then I guess the families get to go down there before the really, what do they call that? Not
A soft opening or whatever.
Yeah, something like that.
You can buy tickets. It opens May 21st.
Do you
May
have to buy them
21st.
online?
I believe so.
You can't just go there.
I mean,
It's
once
kind of
it start-
irritating.
Yeah, right?
Well,
Maybe.
If they're doing it like they did with the memorial area, like they do that to space people out so that it's not jam packed and
Oh.
Yeah,
so
that one.
that's-
The memorial's still open, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that would kind of make sense if you don't want a line of people. You do kind of want to be able to take your time and get those moments where it's.
Yeah, and I think they want to be kind of like respectful so that it doesn't look like a giant tourist thing where
That's
there's like
right.
hundreds and hundreds of people just like crammed in there.
Okay.
Just amazing. These pictures are ridiculous. Just amazing. Yeah.
Giant beams.
Yeah.
What's that one?
IDs, old flags.
What's this one photo? This is a pretty big. It looks large. It's a piece of the North Tower.
Jeez, a twisted fucking piece of the
Yeah.
exoskeleton there.
Yeah.
And then a lot of, fireman uniforms that who the fuck knows?
Right.
Machinery. They got a piece of the transmitter tower. That's on the page
yes,
right before, right there, yeah. Yeah, we all saw that take a fucking dump.
I can't see. I don't know how big that is.
Yeah, there's really no scale to it, but...
No.
Yeah, just, yeah. I don't know.
I'm just tweeting some more of these pictures because they're just
That's why
amazing.
whenever Muslims want to get involved with that thing down there, it just gets me like, no.
Well, didn't that mosque close or something? That mosque is not open anymore.
I think they want to do something else with it, though. That's kind of Muslim related. I think Muslims, they have every right to do everything down there, but just fucking don't.
Yeah, I mean,
as far as your constitutional right, yeah, you got a right to do that. But could you just fucking,
Sometimes you just got to do the right thing.
yeah, lay off? But it wasn't all of it, was it? Yeah, we get it.
We got it. We got it.
We got it.
You know why it bothers people.
I got it. Yeah, you know why it bothers people.
Don't act like you don't. Don't use it just as a place to look like you're being victimized.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Wow, look at that old laptop. Come on.
Where's
We're better
that?
laptops
Where's that
than
picture?
I think that guy just had an awful laptop.
Was that in the
Maybe
museum?
that was it.
Yep.
Make
Wow.
that bigger, Sam, please.
Is there a website for old pictures?
It's on the Post website.
Oh, that one didn't make the paper.
That's a big, heavy.
It's an awful laptop.
Right.
God, it's thick. It's got. What's that in the front? Is that like an A drive load, or is that a?
Jeez, a floppy.
No, it's not floppy, is it?
Yeah, it looks like floppy.
It's got to be a floppy.
Is floppy an A drive? Did I get that right?
2001 had that shit. Yeah.
And then you see the screen is small,
Very small, but
and
the
white,
outside,
the
yeah.
boundary is big.
Yeah.
What was that about?
They just
I don't know. They couldn't figure that out, huh?
they just didn't have it figured out yet.
Now the monitor goes right up to the edge of the lid of the laptop.
Amazing technology.
Yeah, it's very hard to kind of get the time frame there because it stands out in your head like it was yesterday, and I know that's kind of a corny thing to say, but so you forget how much time has gone by. These exhibits are like they take little pieces of a store or the street or, a window display of something. Oh, an American Airlines slipper.
Wow.
Yikes.
Wow.
And they kind of set it up where they make a little scene out of it.
Right.
That really is, yeesh.
I like the fact that
Chilling.
they didn't just do the two buildings; that they did a little bit of the surrounding area.
Yeah.
Because there's things there that
The
wouldn't
vehicles.
be from the building.
Yep, the crushed vehicles that were...
That fire truck that was
outside the
ripped.
pla- Yeah, ripped in half.
Police car door.
That's always
Glasses.
fucked up pair of glasses.
Those are just IDs, right?
Right.
These is a lot of funeral cards.
Oh, funeral cards.
Wow, shit. Yeah, that's fucked up.
What's the mask
That's
from?
from a burn
Jason
victim
mask.
who
Jesus.
she donated, I guess, after she was recovering.
Oh,
They have to wear that on their face, I guess, to hold everything together.
what is that?
That's part of the transmitter.
From the. Oh, okay. Wow, man. Oh my God. We got to link this site to our Facebook page
what is
and
that?
Twitter.
Inside of a fire truck or the inside of a delivery truck?
Some type of truck, yeah, that was... whoa. What the hell's that?
Piece of the plane, I think.
What is that?
Or am I completely off?
How are these truthers gonna...
No, this is easy shit for them. This is because this is all stuff you can make.
Right.
This is easy.
Gotcha.
Right.
So that isn't even really part of the plane.
This is of course
boy.
the same way one of these scumbag truthers takes down the memorial to one of the little girls at Newtown,
Right.
and then calls her family and said it was fake. Like,
That's someone that's just
You have
completely
to,
mentally
you
ill.
have to, as the
Yeah,
parent, you have to kill him.
Yeah,
you
just-
have to kill him.
you're just a worthless, contribute nothing fucking burden.
Fucking people.
That happened, huh?
Yeah,
Jesus.
yeah. Just a little baby who wants to yell at his own mommy and daddy
Right,
and make
right.
a difference, but he's not making a difference.
The father
Cunt.
should kill him because he would get off the hook. He'd be,
you
you
get-
say, I don't know, it was the anger that built up. You probably get probation or something like that. Just eliminate that person, please.
Hopefully they'll find him, but they'll just put the memorial back up. There's always jerk offs. They do it to the war memorials.
And they are. Look at me. I
Yeah.
know something. I know something that you people don't believe, and I.
They're so hateable because how they ignore certain evidence when it's presented.
Yeah.
Right.
And they argue like when I was 13. But what about?
Oh yeah.
You remember that dumb girl we were arguing with, these 9/11 dumb motherfucker truthers?
Yep.
And she said it was all voice manipulation. It's like, you child.
Really?
You little baby child.
I'll watch Mission Impossible again. You dolt.
God.
How could you just believe that?
The stupidity, and most of them are probably
Ridiculous.
not dumb people. That's why I hate them, because they're not mentally retarded.
Right.
If a retarded
Yeah.
guy said that, I'd go like, he's trying.
They'd rather twist something around that's virtually impossible to happen than look at the real evidence and the most simple solution to what happened.
Because that gives them a feeling like they're a part of it and they're part of the solution and they have some
Right.
kind of control over it, and it's just silly.
Grow up.
That's a big piece of the outside of the building. Wow.
Yeah.
And you look at, I was looking at video online of the people in the windows. It's actually a lot of photos.
Yeah.
Either the camera phones didn't exist then. And just watching these dummies go over it and go like, right here, why is this guy taller than this window? It's like, where do you think these actors came from?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, that's what irritates. Like, what did a casting call go out?
Right.
Like, okay, so where are these actors? I love these fucking children that say that one of the hijackers is a pilot at an airline over. So he's flying flights every day, and he doesn't wonder why his picture's associated with 9/11.
This is your pilot, Mohammed Atta. Really?
We shouldn't even give them, the time of day. It's just ridiculous at this point.
Unfortunately, they do make the news, and they do.
Right.
The thing is, the good thing is they're pretty much a cliche now.
Yes, they are.
And any online reference to them is usually goofing on them, and they're a joke. They're a fucking joke.
Kennedy assassination conspiracy theorists, at least, I mean, they're a lot of times irrational, but I get why that one took off.
Yeah. And there are fringe people that have the outrageous ideas, and then there are people because the information just wasn't as available back then, so it did leave a lot of questions. And people that want to run through real questions with real answers or real, potential answers, solutions, that's fine. But to just come up with, some of these 9/11 people, it's just as wacky as if you said a flying saucer came down and shot Kennedy in the head. Like, that is just as wacky as some of the 9/11 truther theories.
Once in a while, I'll think of JFK. I'm pretty much a pro. Like, Oswald did it, but there's be moments I'll be like, fuck. We all have
Some things do come up, but yeah.
We're part of the press. We should have been able to get down there. I didn't know this was going on.
Well, where's our press credentials?
The 9/11 Museum.
Hello, you might know us. Opie and Anthony
That's
show.
right. What? Why are you escorting us out of here?
Yes, we want to do an expose on how we can incorporate dick jokes into this story. If we could, thank you.
Very much. Mm-hmm. So that's a biggie today, obviously.
Yeah.
What's sort of the family has 2 weeks. The families can kind of go in and out for 2 weeks.
And then Obama down there today. He was at the Tappan Zee Bridge yesterday.
Why was he over there?
Trying to get more Congress to approve more infrastructure programs like the Tappan Zee Bridge reconstruction.
He was on the bridge talking?
I guess he was in front of at a site there.
Okay.
And hey, look at me. We need to do more of this.
Cool. I'm sure there wasn't any traffic due to that.
They closed down every fucking street by where he was.
That's
so fair. And
how did the people get across the river up there? There's not a lot of areas. Not a lot of bridges up there.
Well, that's it. They're going to have to build the bridge next to it.
Oh, no, I know.
Keep the other
I think
bridge
they
open.
kind of have started, really.
Yeah, they closed down.
The problem is those projects are so expensive now.
That's
why it's hard to have a lot of these projects.
Is the Tappan Zee fucked up? Because I know the Parkway, the Jersey Parkway down by exit 120 something, they built the bridge next to the bridge, but they kept the old one.
Yeah, it's old and rusty. They really need to...
They usually keep the old one and then it turn it into a bike path or some kind of observation thing.
And then they're doing the Skyway, too, over in Jersey.
Right.
So that's going to take, I think...
over a
year. Closed for 2 years.
Yeah.
I'm sick on the traffic of hearing truck 1 and 9. Truck 1 and 9. It's truck 1 and 9. How is truck 1 and 9?
You want to do Chuck Heston for that?
Damn you, truck 1 and 9. I'm so sick of hearing it. That's a local Jersey reference.
Oh, about the Pulaski.
Yeah,
yeah,
Pulaski
closed for
Skyway.
2 years or something.
2 years.
Did you say that? I'm sorry.
Years.
2 years.
People are going to be in hell.
And,
they're already in hell. It started about a month ago.
Yeah.
I had one of my worst traffic meltdowns ever. Patrice was in the car. I picked him up. I was living in North Brunswick, I think, at the time, and he was in probably Woodbridge. And we were coming in through the Holland for something, and I was on the Pulaski, and it was just one of those where it's all the way to the Holland Tunnel traffic. And I was biting myself, pulling a Rich Vos. I was out of my mind in a rage, and he was just laughing at me.
Terrible? Oh, and he was laughing at
He
you. That's
couldn't have been happier. As far as he was concerned, in his mind, I was juggling in the seat next to him.
It is kind of funny, though, if you're not behind the wheel.
If you're not behind the
And
wheel.
you'd see the driver losing his mind.
It's so when you get stuck in traffic like that and you know how far you have to go and you know it's complete traffic from where you are till where you got to get, like the tunnel. It's just infuriating. It's your powerlessness that gets you. It's like, I'm in this traffic. There's nowhere I can go. I just have to sit here.
I think I had an audition or something during the day, and that's why I was starting.
It almost makes you cry.
Yes.
Because you really just don't know what else to do.
You don't know what else.
You just want to go home.
Right. You want to suck on mommy's tit at that point.
Yes,
you want to
and
go
then when
old
you get
school. Or you hit the steering wheel really hard, and now you sprained your wrist or something.
Yeah,
and
you fuck yourself up.
Why? Anyway.
Yeah.
9/11 was an inside job. 9/11 truthers. They're calling. Go call somebody else.
Yeah, the problem with that is I understand what the instinct is to try to get to the bottom of things. And,
yeah.
But after, like I told you, the Pentagon, I remember talking on the show, hey, there was a couple questions, but when I heard it explained, I simply believed the explanation. It made sense to me.
It made sense. The evidence that was there made sense. Everything made sense.
Right.
No need to think that it was a missile.
It's like, hey, dumbbells, the government can't even set up their fucking website properly.
That's part of it, man. It's a ruse.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
And why hasn't, it's been how many years now? 13? Coming up on 13. Not one person has talked about it being an inside job.
And they'll say, yes, they have. Yes, they have. Bill Dawkins.
Yeah, they come up with names. How about the fucking WikiLeaks guy that grabs a bunch of shit and fucking, exposes that to people? Where was one of those guys with all the people involved with 9/11 and the conspiracy?
Snowden.
Where's the one Snowden guy that, says, I'm not going to keep quiet, I'm going to do that?
You can't keep everyone
bunch
quiet.
Of fucking idiots. Where are the fucking whistleblowers on 9/11? None?
None. And there's Bradley, his name is Chelsea now, Chelsea Manning, Bradley Manning, that guy.
Oh,
let's
yeah,
go to
that guy girl.
Kenzie in Toronto. Kenzie.
It's Hansy from Toronto.
Hi, Henzie.
Henzie.
No, you guys know of me, of course, but
we don't know of you.
I don't know of you, Henzie.
okay, no, that's cool.
We really don't.
Okay, fine. That's cool. But anything you guys say, anyways, is a fucking lie, anyways. So it doesn't really matter. But 9/11 was an inside job, just because your media and your government doesn't tell you that. But they're called. You guys are the biggest puppets in the world.
Are you doing a character? Please tell me. Please tell me this is a character.
Come on.
Jim, I know you wanted to say something to me for the longest fucking time, you fucking AIDS patient, so you keep your fucking mouth shut.
But I've never heard of you. Why would I want to say something to you, Henzie?
Oh, no, trust me, you wanted to jump on my balls, you during my ball sack for the longest fucking time, you cocksucker. Shut the fuck up.
I've never heard of you.
Yeah, I'm sure you never heard of me. But
how do we know you, Henzie?
How would we know you, Henziekins?
I'm a delusional conspiracy theorist, so I'm making it up. Everyone knows who I am.
Oh, is this one of Howie's people?
Yeah, I'm one of Howard's people.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay. A regular call on Howard.
And busted open. So why are you listening to... Oh, that's right. Howard's off.
Oh, all right.
He's a real guy. This is just who he is. Okay.
So why do you think it's an inside job?
You're a delusional narcissist, by the way. Go ahead.
Yes.
Go ahead, narcissist.
We don't... I swear to God, I've never heard of you
I don't listen to Stern. I'm on the air when he's on the air.
Yeah, I know, because you guys are secretly are friends, but you guys pretend like you guys aren't friends.
Oh, that's another conspiracy.
Wait, we're friends with who? Howard?
Yeah.
Well, he's on to us.
Yeah, go ahead, delusional narcissist. It's all about you. Go ahead.
We're friends with some of the people that work over there.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you guys are friends with him too.
We're not friends with Howard Stern.
We take warm showers together.
We've never got along with
That's
him.
right.
Okay. But
And I'll ask Howard later when I see him.
Yeah.
okay, it doesn't.
Right now, there's no real major, issue, but it's always boiling under the surface.
And by the way, you're implying that we're friends with somebody when we're not, and I think you owe us an apology before we proceed. It's inaccurate.
I'm pretty sure I'm right because
no, you're not.
You're not right.
You're
you
a
can't just say
narcissist.
right. We're telling you we're not friends with Howard.
I just want to hear some of his ideas.
Okay, yeah.
I've never had a conversation with him. Matter of fact, I've said hi to him. I think twice in all the years we've kind of been around each other.
I want to get an idea.
Go ahead,
as to what
You're
this
right. We
guy's
apologize,
about.
narcissist.
All
Go
right.
ahead.
Let's go. We'll let you speak a
Go
little
ahead.
about anything you want. Go ahead.
No, you only. But trust me, I'm doing you a favor right now.
Sure.
Yo, 9/11 was an inside job,
Yeah.
but you wouldn't get the truth from you guys because anyone.
Hey,
who was a
idiot! You got a forum, unfortunately. So why was it an inside job? You explain it.
Okay, I'm explaining it, but I'm saying
You're not explaining it. Why was 9/11 an inside job? That's the question. Go.
Cocksucker, shut the fuck up for a minute. I'm trying to explain it.
Dude,
I'm kind of happy Howard's off because now this guy could call us on those days off.
You're cute. Go ahead, Henzikins. Go ahead, baby boy.
No, I'm saying people in the media are told to lie. You put to carry this anti-Muslim hating agenda. It's been going on for so many fucking years. Without the anti-Muslim hating agenda, you can't invade countries.
Anti-Muslim hating?
Anti-Muslim hating. That means you're pro-Muslim hating. You hate Muslims. We don't.
No, I am a Muslim.
Then why are you saying anti-Muslim hating?
Right.
You're saying that we're anti-Muslim hating.
That's Muslim liking.
Yeah.
Okay, fine, whatever.
I know a bunch of Muslims, and they're wonderful people. To be honest with you, I've never had an issue with the Muslims I know.
I've yet to meet some.
Why?
I don't know.
They're everywhere.
How can you expect us to take you seriously when you don't even know that anti-Muslim hating agenda?
Yeah.
You don't even know what that means. How can we expect you to understand what conspiracy is?
Jim, you don't gotta take me serious. I live in my parents' basement and I smoke pot all day. I do nothing.
I understand.
I'm wanting to die for the longest fucking time, but the higher powers won't kill me.
Why do you want to die? Let's get to that. For what?
Yeah, but you could control that.
Oh, no, you can't.
That's the one thing you can control is when you want out of this world.
Higher powers will never leave me fucking alone, trust me. And you guys know what I'm talking about with that shit. But
Are you on medication? What are you on?
No, I'm on medication, but I don't leave my house. Don't worry, I don't have any guns. I'm not violent.
No one's scared of you.
We're not scared of you. We're trying to.
Hey, yo, Howard Stern acts like he's scared of me. That's why he wouldn't let me at the birthday party, right? So I'm just saying. Everyone.
Jenny Hutt was there. Enough said.
I guess he's scared of us too, because boy, did we not get the invite.
We didn't get an invite.
I got an invite and did not go.
Yeah, okay. We got the stay away invite.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, Howard's part of the Illuminati. You know.
No, but you guys were at the Howard bash, though, I think.
I weren't there.
Opie was there.
I wasn't there.
You guys pretend like you guys aren't friends with Stern.
We're anti-party haters.
Yeah.
What?
Something.
We probably would have got along if, back in the day things were, different. But, we went down the path we did, and he stayed on his path, and that was it.
Hey, Emron.
We probably would have got along.
So you know my name, Anthony.
Hey, Emron.
How'd you know my name?
I didn't say that. What are you
What are you
talking
talking
about?
about? You're hearing voices now.
Yeah, I'm hearing voices. Listen, politics aside, what they're called, I like your show, even though
Thank you.
I go nuts whenever Anthony opens his mouth about race, but whatever. But
Emron Khan.
What?
Do you know my cousin Paul Bernardo? He used to live up there in Toronto.
He's a murderer.
Emron Khan.
I almost like you, Hennessy.
Yeah. Would you have had sex with Carla
Or Hensy,
Homolka?
whatever.
I would have fist fucked her.
Yeah, she was really a sexy
Wow.
girl.
Is she sexy?
Yeah, she's a kook, but man, she's sexy.
Hensy, you didn't explain why it's an inside job, though. All right, screw the media, screw that we're actually friends with Howard and all that bullshit.
Which is all true.
Why was 9/11 an inside job? It's a very simple question.
Because they needed to invade Iraq, and they told you that that they had the weapons, and that you know what?
Can I ask you a question without arguing with you? Why would they leave Colin Powell hanging like that when he said that those things were uranium? Why wouldn't they just like make up a weapon of mass destruction and find it. The U.S. had to admit there were no weapons.
Right.
Why would we go through all this trouble and then make assholes out of ourselves?
The bigger conspiracy is that a lot of like the military, the government, they try to act like they're stupid and that they're all like clumsy and they're not doing anything right. And they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing, and they're
Just like Columbo.
Yeah.
You know, Columbo would always walk around and go, I just can't understand. I can't figure out how this person did. And then everybody's like, ha, the bumbling detective is here.
Right.
And then he gets you in the end. I understand.
Whatever, man. Listen, basically, I'm a piece of shit, and I have theories. So, I mean, what are you going to do? I mean, listen.
Well, coincidentally, 9/11 certainly was a positive thing in some ways, right?
Jeez.
No, what?
For their agenda.
For their agenda, he's saying.
For their agenda.
That's when the NWO was born on 9/11.
What was?
Really? From wrestling?
Oh, the New World Order.
The New World Order.
Too sweet.
Nice. Wasn't the
I thought they were around
black-bearded
already.
Hulk Hogan in that?
Yeah, that was 9/11 for life.
And we all know Hulk Hogan did it for us. Can we see the picture, Sam, please?
Oh, absolutely.
No, but when wrestling, like guys like wrestling,
Kevin Nash and Scott Hall?
Yeah, the Outsiders.
Crazy.
Nice.
they have preconditioned programming for like years.
Hey, Henzi.
Yeah.
I want to punch a hole in your theory, though. So, if it was an inside job, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Why hasn't one guy come forward and said, "Hey, man, I know this was an inside job. I have to talk about this."
I was
finally."
in on it,
Right.
and here's the evidence.
Because there's got to be. Hold on, to pull off something like that, you got to think hundreds, if not 1,000 people would have to be involved. So why hasn't one person come forward and said, "Man, this was an inside job. This was what I was." Huh?
A bunch of people have.
No, who? Name one name.
Okay, hold on. You know the coincidence when Charlie Sheen started voicing his opinion about 9/11? All of a sudden he started getting caught by police for all this other.
Oh,
bullshit.
Charlie Sheen was in on it.
Do you know, I noticed the same thing. I noticed that as well, and I said it on the air.
Yeah, Charlie Sheen was flying one of the planes, actually.
No, I'm telling
Yeah.
you, man. They fuck with every.
It's a false flag operation.
They kill celebrities and like.
They kill celebrities.
I believe Bill Hicks is Alex Jones.
Bill Hicks is Alex.
Wow.
He does look a little like him in the
He
face,
does.
but
He
some of
does.
Hicks's friends would have noticed.
That's pretty good.
And they definitely sound similar.
Yeah.
I was a bit.
Alex Jones claims he's like 35. This guy's like 50.
There's a plan to make Arizona Bay.
Yeah.
I don't think, we got to laugh out of Hensley. I don't think Alex Jones is claiming that he's 35.
I hope he's
There's
not.
no way he's claiming that.
No, if he says he's born 1972.
He might be shaving a few years off.
Well, 72 would make him 42.
Oh, okay.
Do you
Right.
have a bunch of news clippings on your wall with a bunch of threads and pins going from one to another?
Did you finally realize that the little girl never aged?
Right.
And that was what happened?
Do you put everything in the drop box by the big mansion?
Would Ed Harris come by your house a lot?
Get it?
Yes, I know.
That's a good movie, by the way.
It really
I
is
like
well
that
acted.
beautiful mind.
Hensley, we're doing a super show tomorrow. I think you need an invite.
Right?
I can't go to New York.
Why not?
Why?
I have no fucking money, man.
Oh, man.
How old a guy are you?
I'm 30 and I'm doing nothing. I'm convinced people have made money off me, off my Stern Show fame.
Well, what have you wanted to do?
Stern
I
Show
swear I've never heard of you.
They've heard of you, dude. It's not a big deal. This is
The Illuminati knows about you. Don't worry about it.
Right.
You guys don't know me, but all three of you blocked me on Twitter.
Well, who are you?
Go figure.
Wow.
Yeah, honestly, dude,
You got the trifecta.
If you're one of a lot of people, if I blocked you on Twitter,
Yes.
What was your Twitter name? I'll unblock you. I apologize.
No, it's all good. You don't have to unblock
No,
me.
but I want to.
I'll
I feel bad.
unblock
I
you,
want to
too.
follow you.
Yeah, I need to follow you.
Yo, tell Amy Schumer to unblock me.
Uh-oh.
Well, you have to tell me
well.
what your name is first.
Yeah.
Handsy83.
Hensley 83.
I think I remember him.
I don't. Oh, that's when you were born, 83.
Hensley 83. Let me see what this is all about.
Yeah, you probably said some things that we found
You probably
objectionable.
said some really shitty things.
I did. I go nuts sometimes listening to your show. Sometimes.
Wait. How do you spell Hensley?
Douche.
Huh?
It's Hanzi.
Oh, Hanz. What? HANZY.
Hanzi.
NZY. No E, huh?
No, I.
Hanzi.
HANSEY, right?
No, ZY.
All right. So what? HANZY. H-A-N-Z-I, right?
Yes.
No, Hanzi 83.
IE 83.
H-E-N-Z-I. Okay.
You know, Howard or Gary finds out you called us, they're probably never going to take your call again.
No, I told how I go, oh, you don't let me call to other shows. He's like, you can call to any show you want, whatever.
Well, any show but this one.
He told me you were probably going to call. I mean, we had dinner, and he said you were going to call.
Yeah.
Well, I figured because you guys are friends with Artie, probably.
Yeah, I have friends with Artie and Howard. I know Howard well.
Jimmy's friends with Artie. That's
I lived with Howard for 2 years back in the 80s.
We try to help out Artie, but he decided not to come on our show or anything. That's fine. That's up to him.
Dude, what's your Illuminati ID?
That's created by that Dr. Ivan guy that does like designs for Howard or some shit.
Oh yeah, same guy. Now let me ask you: do you think that
you know Dr. Ivan, right?
I swear,
I've talked to him many times.
I don't remember this guy on Twitter.
Hansi, do you think that the Illuminati whole thing? I love that one. Doesn't it bother you that the Illuminati is supposed to be all powerful, and yet David Petraeus, who ran the Iraq War and was the head of the CIA, couldn't even fuck a girl on the side without getting busted by email?
Well, but see, all that shit on the surface is all bullshit.
No, Hansi, but who's more covert than the head of the CIA?
No, you're right. The CIA is the end all be. That's why I'm saying it's all fake shit in the surface.
You're forgetting the Columbo theory, Jimmy.
I don't think I think the Illuminati has been split into two, where like
the Illuma and the Nadi.
Whoa.
No. It's like in the 80s and the 90s, it was all evil, and like now it's like more people. Like for example, you guys had to serve an agenda.
It's more mainstream, like punk rock. At first, it was very scary and very punky.
Yeah, they're Green Day.
It got very acceptable, right?
I guess like
I guess too.
Yeah, you did guess.
What have they diagnosed you with?
I'm bipolar.
Oh, all right. Bipolar's rough, man.
That one's a rough one, man.
So what do you have? Your good days and your bad days?
Yeah, I guess.
The Earth is bipolar, though, isn't it?
I just
kind of is.
When you really think about it.
You have sex with both poles.
Well,
boo. The Illuminati are booing me on that one.
Yes.
All right, Hansi or whatever.
We got to go eat.
Yeah, we got to eat and shit.
All right, listen, I'm a fan of both shows, but like I wanted to call in for the longest time to like argue with Anthony, but
you got it.
You did pretty good. You did pretty good, sir.
I was actually been texting with Howard, and he said that you're good and you can call our show. He doesn't care.
All right, cool, man.
All right,
Emron.
Yeah, take it easy, man.
All right, Bill.
There he goes.
See you, Frank.
Hansi.
That guy's batshit.
I don't know. He made a good point.
Did he?
Yeah, about you.
I missed it. Oh.
All right, we got a busy day. We're going to take a break, eat some food. We got more Donald Sterling audio.
I actually watched it last night.
You did?
I watched Anderson Pooper with his little show on CNN.
Do we got the clip of him saying that the broad was an animal in bed?
Yes.
All right,
we got that. Crying.
He started crying.
Oh, no.
He was crying.
Why is Anderson Cooper releasing the video slowly?
Because they want ratings.
they need ratings.
They think that's... And then right after Anderson Cooper, they're like, and now the news. And the top story was like... just what we saw on Anderson Cooper. Yeah. It was terrible.
They're embarrassing themselves, CNN. Like, they're getting away from news and going into entertainment, I guess.
Yeah.
They're trying. They can't compete with Fox. None of these can, really.
No.
Fox is a juggernaut.
We got the latest on Donald Sterling after the break. We got the Elvis Duran audio that maybe we'll play today. We got apologies today.
More?
Oh, yeah. The Shutterfly one's pretty hilarious, actually.
Nice.
And I think we have a couple... I think we have 3 today, to be honest with you, because we missed yesterday's. And then we got Keith Robinson coming in for the first time in a long time.
And Rich Vos.
And Rich Vos. So another very busy show. But first, it's George Brett's birthday, everyone. 61 years old. We got Donald Sterling audio.
Yeah, I want to hear this.
You kind of heard it, right?
Live. Yeah, I saw him live, but I didn't see the whole thing.
Sam's just chatting out there. He's just having a good old chat, and we need him to...
Hey, stupid!
We need to have him at the computer so he can play the audio.
Hey, stupid.
Now he's shaking his head.
Well, fucking Troy and Kenny, they're having like a little fucking 3 hens having a coffee clutch.
Little hens.
Whatever it is, clutch. Hey, we want to get Arlie Ermey on.
Yeah, I know.
Can we get him on?
You talked to Roland.
Where is he?
Roland?
Yeah.
He's in the office.
Well, did you know?
Yeah.
Is someone telling him?
Yeah.
Roland, please.
Of course.
Bring him up. We'll say hello.
Yes.
The dog will bark at us. We'll pet it. Hey, what's up, dog?
I want the Donald Sterling clip about how great she was in bed. So I guess now he's finally admitting they were an item or something, right? He was kind of being vague about that for a little while.
Yeah, huh?
Yeah.
If he didn't fuck her and he bought her, he's dumber than I thought. He bought her a car and didn't fuck her. He's the dumbest man alive.
Yeah.
Right.
I think he's the dumbest.
And he's asking for forgiveness. Yeah. And he's saying that if he had a second chance at being the owner, that the team would not boycott and leave him.
What?
Something like that.
Oh, yeah.
That was in the paper today, too. All right, here's the clip, though. The broad. He's talking about the broad.
The broad.
The broad.
That bitch. It's the bitches that'll get you.
The broad.
Mm-hmm. You know, I'm embarrassed that a man 80 years old would try to make it with a girl. I'm embarrassed. Mm-hmm. But I tried. You know?
No, you're right.
And I did before. It wasn't easy. Let me tell you, it wasn't easy. But this chick is something else.
Yeah.
So I would say anything to her. And whatever, she was an animal. And to deal with her was even harder. Listen, I'm telling you, she was hot. It took maybe an hour to get there, but it was hot. So why did I do it? Because I'm 80 years old now.
Oh. No, I know, but I mean, everything you bought her from the car,
she was
everything, 30. You know, everything you did for her, and then for her to just come around and do this, I'm just...
Well, she wanted more, and she said she was going to get it. Or bring me down. Here's how I felt, and if you can understand. Here's a poor girl, a Mexican girl, never had anything in her life, never had food, never had clothes, and I meet her. She's got a fabulous body.
She wanted to
catch me. Loves to have sex, and she's just fun. Mm-hmm. And I think, well, what if I gave her some money? What if I helped her? And what if I helped her family? God was good to me.
Savior complex.
I want to do it, and I did it.
Mm.
And her mother and I.
You changed lives, basically. Basically, what you did was change the whole family's life.
I changed the whole family's life. I changed it, and I wanted to. I hate to admit it in front of my wife.
He didn't have a complex. He just wanted to fuck a chick. That's all. He just wanted to fuck her.
But the way he's talking, like, and she had no food. And
oh, yeah, he didn't care about any of that stuff.
He just wanted to fuck her.
No, this is a setup. I don't know who the guy on the other line is.
It's Maserati.
Oh, that's the Maserati guy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Maserati claimed to be Donald Sterling's pimp comes forward.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So then we got the audio of him coming forward?
Yeah, he was on Don Lemon's CNN show.
Why does CNN get all these exclusives? They have 300 viewers.
Yeah, right.
Why is he coming forward?
A pimp that can't be trusted. What's the world coming to?
We got more of this audio?
Yeah.
So this is Maserati he's talking to, and then we're going to have audio of Maserati.
Hey, Maserati.
Talking to Don Lemon.
Maserati.
He's not Italian.
No, he doesn't sound it.
She's got footage of you guys, you know...
Having sex?
Having sex.
No. She doesn't have that.
So she's just trying to stir up more stuff.
She may have me in a bed, you know, in a bed, but no, she doesn't have anything like that. No sex.
How does he know?
The girl is sharp, very sharp. You know, and everybody in the world wants to fuck her. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah.
Jeez.
Everyone in the world.
I'd fuck her.
What about that Magic Johnson?
He's got AIDS.
He's got AIDS.
He's got AIDS.
He's got AIDS.
So he was talking to Maserati there. That was on CNN last night.
So, Mr. Sterling, what do you think about Sam Roberts?
He's got AIDS.
Wow, that's crazy.
Damn.
Oh, wow. What does Sam need to do about his AIDS?
He's got AIDS.
What? You're making him work in there.
I just...
Yeah.
Oh, I know what he's supposed to do. Oh, I got it.
There's only one big button in there.
I got it.
You think?
Yeah.
You don't think I have 60 buttons, actually, and I need to go back and forth?
No, I was saying you can only do one thing at a time, but don't think...
All right.
whole Teft family watching the Habs last night. That's why he's a little sleepy.
Great game.
What happened last night?
They won.
They beat the Bruins?
Yes. On to the Rangers.
On to the Rangers.
Yes.
That's a big one right there, huh?
Sucks for the Bruins. Got to go Canadians, Travis. You know that.
Don't do that.
I have to go Canadians
I
over the
would prefer
Rangers.
if you didn't.
But I really do have to.
That's okay, though. Just,
I have to do that for you.
To yourself.
All right.
Yeah.
I do have to, though.
No, you don't have to.
I do have to.
That was a very adorable picture.
We're an adorable
The whole little family sitting there drinking some Canadian beers, watching the game. You all had your Habs shirts on.
Riley didn't want to go to bed.
Will
you tell me who won in the morning?
No.
She wasn't allowed to stay up to watch?
No.
What shitty parents.
Yeah, man.
And let the kid watch.
No, because in the end, she just wants to stay up because we're watching it. She doesn't want to stay up and watch the game.
She's not interested in the game, really?
Well, she is, but it's like, if she could say, oh, no, I want to watch the game,
right.
She's just going to sit there and eventually start playing on the iPad or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I thought she was rooting.
No, she
for
is.
him.
But, 4.5, almost 5 years old, they get really good at this lying thing.
Right.
You're telling me.
Oh, there it is. Look how cute.
Very nice. Nice family picture there.
Now it's me versus Roland for the next week.
There was trash talking and trash mumbling happening.
Trash mumbling.
Before the show started.
Is that what Roland does? He trash mumbles?
Well, let's get him in here.
And he's good
I want
at
to
it.
hear this.
Damn.
He's good.
Is he good?
Yeah. He dominates.
Yeah, he got me.
But is he wearing a Canadians jersey today to get the high fives in the subway?
I wore my Canadians hoodie this morning. I didn't get any high fives.
No high fives.
No, it's weird.
Going to any games?
I don't know. Well, the New York ones are sold out.
I wouldn't doubt.
Well, let's get
The Montreal one's going so.
You can't go to somebody here at Sirius XM and say, sorry, I couldn't even finish that.
All right, you get an invoice in the end.
Yeah.
Thanks for nothing. Yes, E-Rock.
Roland's not here.
Why? What happened?
He's over at Fox getting Arlie Ermey.
He's trying to get Arlie Ermey.
That rules.
Roland
Good for
is
him.
a go-getter, isn't
Yeah,
he?
Roland's a good booker.
What's the mashup on your shirt now?
Hold on, come here.
You've seen this a few times.
It's a yellow, skeleton ghost face in a purple Grim Reaper's hood. What is it? Fucking yellow
It's after
monster.
your time.
It's after. He's not wrong.
That is a He-Man thing?
It's Jack
he's fighting
Skellington
back.
from
Yeah.
Nightmare Before Christmas and Skeletor.
And Skeletor, yeah.
Did you like that one?
Yes.
Yes.
I hate his mashup
They're
shirts.
terrible shirts.
Just go with the one single theme and stick with it.
I know.
It's all the rage.
There's more coming. Great.
I want to see a mashup of E-Rock and a bus. I don't want to see that.
That was terrible.
I didn't mean that.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to the Maserati.
All right.
So Maserati goes on Don Lemon. He was the guy in the Don Sterling tape there. And now he's throwing Don Sterling under the bus a bit.
Yeah,
My
he is.
goodness.
What the fuck? Starting to feel sorry for this Sterling.
Oh, jeez.
He can't trust anyone around him.
No one.
I know. A girl 50 years younger that he fucks and a pimp.
Yeah, maybe you ought
It's
to
amazing. He's trusting the best people.
change the people he hangs out with.
How long have you known Donald Sterling, and how did you meet him?
Straight off the bat, I knew Donald about 5-6 years. How I know him? God, that's a good question. Donald likes to have fun. Donald likes, Donald likes a lot of women. I mean, it's obvious. The world knows Donald. I mean, it's no surprise.
So how'd you meet him?
So how I met him? I met him through a friend of mine introduced me to him, and I actually ran a service in Las Vegas. So.
A service.
So in your previous life, let's assume you were involved in an escort service. Is that how you know Donald Sterling?
Correct. That's how I know him.
So you introduced him to some ladies from time to time.
Correct.
Okay. And go on.
And after a while, he didn't show no sign of racist to me. So he seemed, straight cool. He didn't have any. He never showed no sign of racist to me. So just when I heard the tape, it just really threw me off.
Did he like a certain kind of girl? Did the race of the girl matter or anything like that?
He liked.
Could you pause for once? Is it possible?
To dry.
He liked the light skinned. He always preferred light skinned women.
But that's news. What kind of hookers did he like?
Right.
Yeah.
That's fucking news.
Well, in this day and age, it sure is.
I think this guy is somehow, so far, it doesn't seem like he's hurting Donald Sterling at all.
Right.
I think he's probably working for him. That's
Really?
my guess. Yeah. I mean, why else would this guy, maybe he's just betraying his trust.
Right.
But would Sterling be stupid enough to open up to this guy? Maybe he would. I mean,
Yeah.
I think it sounds like a work.
I think he's desperate enough to open up to whoever that'll get the other side out there.
But yeah, right. But he's trying to get the other side out of it.
And he likes
Yeah.
light-skinned women.
That's right.
Like skinned.
Light-skinned. He continues here.
You said that you recorded your conversations with Donald Sterling. There have been a few different Donald Sterling tapes to emerge. And so to be clear, which of those tapes of you and Donald Sterling, which one are you talking on?
All the conversations, everyone besides the Vista Viano, everyone besides that girl, or me. I mean, it's me and him. It's me and his conversation.
The one released to Radar Online that was just released today, and then wasn't there one released, the Daily Mail today, and then one released at Radar Online about
Correct.
a week ago, correct?
All the tapes, yeah. It's about, I mean, it's a 2-hour it's like a 2-hour conversation.
Right.
I mean, those are just minutes. Those are clips, I believe, yeah.
Maserati, did you get paid for those tapes?
Honestly, no. There was no money involved, really. It was, anybody who know me, I got money. I'm already successful, and it wasn't really in it for the money. I mean, you could reach out to sources. I didn't get any money for the tapes.
So you didn't. We have an affidavit here from an attorney that says that you own the tapes, right? But and you're telling the truth that because we can find out you did not get paid for these tapes.
I didn't get paid for the tapes. No.
Okay.
All right.
Didn't get paid for the tape.
How is this is what this degenerated to. Some Vegas pimp or whatever the guy who runs an escort service
Right.
is being interviewed as a news. Like, did you talk to Donald on the phone? What color girls did he like to fuck?
Yeah.
What a shitty country.
It really is the bottom of the barrel of news.
Do you feel any guilt or?
No, I don't feel any guilt. Just like I don't. When he apologized, I didn't take his apology serious. So, he said he was just trying to have sex with her, and in that case, you went a little bit too far. You didn't take that much. You didn't have to say that much to just get the girl to lay down. I mean, we call those type of female stots. We don't. Those. She's the type of female that don't take that much to have sex with.
Okay.
So.
All right.
Wow. And then finally,
Yeah.
So listen, did he know that you were recording him?
No, he didn't know.
He didn't know. So you don't feel like you set him up?
No, I didn't feel like I set him up. I really don't. When I first called him, it wasn't recorded. And then he just, when he started just drilling me, I hit the recording button. I don't know. I hit the recording button.
I don't know.
And I didn't care at the time. I mean, this guy, he said some stuff that I got offended to, and then talking about Magic Johnson. I mean, I look up to Magic Johnson. So, clearly, I believe it just really ticked me off. So that's what made me hit the record button. So
The Magic Johnson part and.
Oh yeah, Magic Johnson part really that was like when he was just the way he talked about Magic Johnson. I mean, I have it on the audio I haven't put out. I'm not gonna put everything out, but he's just trashing him. So I mean, come on.
Yeah. So a friend wouldn't do that, but at this point, I guess you don't feel like you're a friend.
No, we're not friends. No, not at all. Not anymore.
Yeah.
There you go. Maserati now speaking.
Not anymore. Yeah. You fucking taped this shit and played it. But this guy can't talk about anything without being recorded.
Secretly taping Donald Sterling.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Gotta shut his mouth.
Just jot things down, hold it up, and then eat the evidence.
Fucking a mobster under the umbrella with their hands in front of their face.
Should have got Reverend Al in his briefcase to tape Donald Sterling.
Yeah,
good old Reverend Al. So that's the latest, huh? You said you saw the whole interview?
Yeah, I saw him
the rest of the
crying
interview?
at some point. He was like...
begging for forgiveness still?
No, he was pretty much going, everyone just wants to be loved.
Oh, my God, really?
It was so embarrassing.
I wonder if Sterling knew he was being taped anyway.
Yeah?
I wonder if he went under the assumption he was being taped.
He seems like a real dope.
He couldn't be that dumb, though.
I don't know.
Maybe just old. Maybe not a dope. Right?
Yeah, probably just old, not understanding.
Just old and not understanding that.
Any type of.
He probably still assumes it's a tape recorder.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
That records you.
I didn't see any giant reel-to-reel.
Right.
And a giant microphone.
I think that's what it is. Doesn't realize technology is quite impressive these days.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow.
That's it on that, I guess.
Yeah, not much more happening over there. I think the story's kind of petering out, as they say.
Yeah, it'll pick back up when the court case starts, or
Yeah, when he takes it to the Supreme Court.
He hasn't really filed anything yet, right? Donald Sterling? He's just kind of sitting back.
Yeah.
He's probably hoping that everyone calms down, and then Silver there says, all right, you daffy bastard. Come on back in.
I don't think that's...
We love ya.
No, I think the Magic Johnson comments are worse for him than what he initially said to the girl.
Yeah, I think you might be right on that.
Yeah.
Because like we've been saying, Magic's royalty.
He's beloved. He's a national treasure.
He sure is.
That's what they say.
All right. Got a DJ that got fired.
What did he do?
Is that the English guy?
Yeah, I think it was an accident. He played some old song that had the N-word in it.
Really?
Yeah, BBC Radio Devon DJ David Lowe loses job over racist word.
Whoops. What happened? He didn't say it, though? He just played a...
BBC Radio Devon DJ David Lowe, 68, said he was unaware that a 1930... Would you know this? He was unaware that a 1932 version of The Sun Has Got His Hat On included the N-word.
Oh, I know. That's one of my favorite songs. I play it all the time at home. Of course I know.
Mr. Lowe, a broadcaster for 32 years, said it was an innocent mistake. I believe him.
Of course.
He said the BBC bosses declined his idea of an on-air apology, and his offer to fall on my sword was accepted. The BBC said it accepted that the situation could have been handled better and offered freelance Mr. Lowe his job back. What? The BBC said it accepted that the situation could have been handled better and offered freelance Mr. Lowe his job back. Oh, okay. But the DJ said the incident had exasperated a stress-related condition and he would not be returning to the corporation. Oh. So, all right. In the end, they realized it probably was an innocent mistake. So they said, oh, come on back. And he's like, no, man, I can't. I now can't come back.
My condition's exasperated.
The second verse of the song, recorded by the UK dance band Ambrosia and his orchestra, features the line, he's been tanning N-word out in Timbuktu. Now he's coming back to do the same to you. Do we have the actual...
Brixham. And Tony writes to...
I was just listening to his show.
The hell was that? Was that his voice?
That was him. You want to hear?
Well, he sounds like
David Lowe.
It's here, David Lowe.
Does he have giantism? Say, dear David, it'll be my wife Pam's 63rd birthday on the 6th of May. So on Sunday the 4th of May, can you please play Magnificent Obsession by Nat King Cole? Also, in memory of Pam's mum, Betty Chandler, who would have celebrated her 88th birthday on the 9th of May. Regards to you and Jenny from Tony Power in Brixham.
My chair's broken.
Thanks for your email, Tony, and many happy returns to you, Pam, for your 63rd birthday on Tuesday. Have an enjoyable day, won't you?
Holy shit.
What a hell of a voice. They're slowing that down a little bit or something, right? Birthday.
That doesn't sound like a guy that purposefully plays songs with the word nigger in it.
And they understood in the end.
Yeah.
But I guess he's in bad health.
Do we have the song?
Yeah.
We'll all be happy, hip, 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 hooray. The sun has got his hat on and he's coming on today. Never saw the grass look greener, never saw the sky serena. What a lot of fun for everyone, sitting in the sun all day. The sun has got his hat on, hip, 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 hooray. The sun has got his hat on and he's coming out today. He's been tanning niggers out in Timbuktu.
Right there, what did he say?
Coming back.
Something niggas. What did he say?
He's been tanning.
Yeah, I said it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I said.
He's been tanning, nigga.
The lyric is he's been tanning N-word out in Timbuktu.
did
Now
he-
he's coming back to do the same to you. Go back so that we can hear that again, please.
Wow.
The sun has got his hat on and he's coming up today. He's been tanning niggas out in Timbuktu. Now he's coming back to do the same to you.
So it's talking about the sun. The sun has his hat on, and the sun has been, tanning.
Oh, okay.
Now, later versions of that song took that word out.
It did.
But the 1932 version, has it in there. He says some interesting things here, by the way.
Oh?
I offered to apologize or to fall on my sword, he said. Unfortunately, the BBC decided on the latter option. I don't have any quarrels with any of my colleagues. It's the system of political correctness which has turned this into a rather badly handled affair. I think we're all too ready to bow to political correctness, he says. One feels one is following a verbal tightrope, even in casual conversation. Man, does he speak the truth.
He knows the deal. He's a DJ.
Right. He added, I made a silly mistake, my first error in more than 30 years of broadcasting. I am deeply embarrassed by it.
Should fucking be fired for playing that song in the first place. Who the hell plays that music?
Well, I think it's one of those freeform shows.
Has got this hat on.
I think
I actually like that. It was actually.
Did you like it?
But is that heavy beat was added after, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's a remix.
Oh, what?
Yeah, that was a remix?
It's like Greg Gatsby.
I think, it's one of those freeform shows, and I think it came from his personal record collection, so he comes in with all his records and plays his stuff.
And now the house next door to me.
Let's see. He added, I made a silly mistake. Okay, I am deeply embarrassed by it. He said a health problem which caused tremors in his limb has been exasperated by the stress of the situation. So they were willing to bring him back, realizing that, all right, this was ridiculous. It was an innocent mistake. But because of the health issues, he's out. So,
Man.
his show was called Singers and Swingers. Ooh. And we would be happy to have him back on air. So, all right. It's not as bad as I first thought.
Nah, they kind of saw the error of their ways.
Right.
Good for him.
Good for him is right.
That is a wacky voice, though, to have. Sounds like he's got the giantism.
Yep.
Dude,
Dude, it's running through my head.
Is a catchy little ditty.
Yeah.
He's been tanning. What the fuck are they thinking?
Back then, that was probably just as,
I know. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I bet Chalky White don't like that shit.
Yeah, that's what the sun was doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are you
Make
gonna
my
do?
Chalky White face. I sure my
Very, very
it's my chalky
impressive.
face.
Shutterfly is apologizing. You want to get into some apologies?
I love a good apology.
Sure. We got 3 today as we try to go 10 days without an apology.
Good luck.
3 of them. Shutterfly really fucked up. Shutterfly, sorry for congratulating people on non-existent babies.
What happened?
Photo printing website Shutterfly is apologizing after sending a mass email to users congratulating them on their new arrivals. A lot of our fans have been tweeting the email. They all got it. I guess if you sign up for the service, I've used Shutterfly. It's a very good service.
What
by
is
the
it
way.
exactly?
Yeah, you get your pictures done, and they make little booklets and stuff. Very, very easy to use.
What do you email them in? Like there was an Apple thing that did it.
You just go on the site and you got your pictures, and then they give you all sorts of options to make it look all nice and pretty.
And then they email it to you.
And then they mail you the final product. Yeah.
Do you have a book called Friends that just all 3 of us are in? Like just chums?
It's
us
empty
doing fun.
pages.
I got friends. You guys just don't know my friends. I got friends. Shutterfly. So, yeah, non-existent babies, photo printing on their new arrivals. The problem, many people who got the message today aren't moms. The misstep sparked a social media storm as slighted users blasted Shutterfly for being insensitive. The company apologized in a statement and individually to hundreds of people on Twitter. This morning, an email was sent out unintentionally to some customers. We deeply apologize for any offense this may have caused, Shutterfly said.
I don't get what was the...
Maybe they I don't know. How would they? Why would they do this at all? Maybe when you sign up, I don't know.
What's the apology for? Like, what bad happened? I can understand an error in sending out an email, but why is this bad?
Well, I'm sure there's people out there that are trying real hard to have a baby.
Oh!
And they've been unsuccessful, and then they get this.
I totally didn't even think of that.
That could kind of hurt some people's emotions out there.
Oh, a woman that just had a miscarriage.
All that shit.
Oh, would that be insensitive?
Congratulations on your new... That's kind of where you got to apologize.
Yeah,
all
maybe
that. They show what they sent out. It says, congratulations.
She's swiffering the linoleum. She gets that email.
Oh, Jesus. Congrats on your little stewed tomato.
Oh, my God. This really affects people out there.
Oh,
my God.
Terrible. Oh, congrats on your sucked-on gummy bear.
Oh, my God. Wow.
They're all slimy and small. Oh, wow. Congrats on your Jolly Rancher.
Wow. Wow.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
I know a bunch of people that just can't have kids there, sir.
Yes,
Yeah.
I know some I wish couldn't.
That's a rough one for people. My God.
The Roberts like that. Still trying, Sam?
No, I told you. I'm not.
What?
You're still drinking your own cum out of a condom? He's having what he calls a good shake.
Yes.
Anyway, they sent out, it says, congratulations, welcome to Shutterfly. There's nothing more amazing than bringing a new life into the world.
Oh.
As a new
Dr.
parent,
Frankenstein.
you're going to find more to love, more to give, and more to share. We're here to help you every step of the way.
There's a lot more amazing than bringing a new life into the world. You ever get your ass eaten?
Amazing.
They should have a congratulations for that.
Absolutely. Congratulations on the dumpster tonguing. Good work. Well done.
Wow, that's a picture and everything, huh? Oh, imagine that. You're trying to have a baby, and they send a nice little...
What's the rest of it? Because the article didn't have this part. Now it's time to send thank you cards. Find one that matches your birth announcement.
Oh, just send a fucking make up for it by sending pictures of an abandoned old shack.
Jeez.
Cobwebs.
Hey, Lord.
Building in Detroit. There you go.
Yes.
Fucking balloon tied to it.
Oh, God.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're an awful person.
I'm terrible.
Holy shit.
It's fucking beautiful.
You have absolutely not 1 ounce of love in your soul.
I don't know.
Let's say hi to Eric in Baltimore. Eric.
Yellow.
Well, I've got one better than that. On Mother's Day, an infertility clinic in Maryland sent out a Happy Mother's Day message. It was supposed to go to the successful moms that had gotten pregnant. The girl sent it to everyone.
Oh, no. Was there an LOL after it?
Yeah. So literally...
What's this guy calling from a bathysphere?
What's a bathysphere?
Oh, they pump in helium to
Probably
breathe
big up bathysphere.
under the sea. Deep under the sea. I guess I went a little too far.
It's okay. My bathysphere humor didn't go over.
Yes. Bathysphere is a hard punchline for a joke.
Yeah. Yes.
All right, Eric. Thank you, I guess. Let me say hi to Adam in Jersey. Adam.
Yeah, hi. I got one from Shutterfly also.
Oh.
My wife had said, congratulations on your toilet baby.
Oh, that's...
All right.
Oh, by the way, when is Kenneth Keith Callan back calling me?
Wow.
I swear we didn't even know that guy.
Going
That
back.
is the God's honest truth.
I never heard of
the guy.
That guy.
They did. And Howard had told me about him.
okay.
All of us were out to lunch, a secret lunch.
Oh.
No big deal. The guy knows.
I couldn't tell you the last time I actually listened to Howard. That's the God's honest truth.
On the way in this
I'm
morning.
no wacko.
I came in with Oprah. We were listening to Howard and talking about that guy.
All right.
And Keith Callan.
Thank you, Adam.
Wow.
All right. Janesville, Wisconsin superintendent issues apology for kids react to gay marriage video.
Oh.
Yes, as a school district superintendent issued a public apology Tuesday for the showing of a video that she describes as pro-gay marriage and in violation of district policies requiring the presentation of all sides of controversial or political topics.
Interesting. I've seen this vid, Joe.
You have seen the vid, Joe?
Yeah, they kind of show kids like two people, guys or girls married.
Right.
And then they ask them, what they think about it. And it's like, well, if they love each other, it's good. Right?
It's not that complicated for them.
16-minute video of children reacting to marriage proposals between same-sex couples and sharing their thoughts on issues like gay marriage bans or whether they would stay friends with someone who told them they were gay.
Were they being judged on their answers or just kind of expressing what they thought?
I got the video if you want to watch it.
Yeah, well, that's the video. That's the video they watch, and then they, I guess, have an open discussion in the classroom about it.
Hard man-on-man fight. Bunch of clit licking.
What do you think of this?
Yeah.
This is strange to me because where my kid goes to school, you can't even have, holiday decorations up.
Yeah.
And then other schools are showing this.
Yeah. It's hot.
Let's see the video.
It's a girl wedding.
Sure.
Yeah. You gotta learn something.
He does have a nice suit, I have to say that.
When somebody proposes to me, that's what I want to happen. How do they get Home Depot to approve this, though? Is he a businessman? That's cool. Okay,
They're watching a guy propose to another guy.
But they don't know it's another guy yet, right?
Yeah, they do.
Oh, they do?
In the corner.
Oh, I see there.
Does he
Okay.
love him? Good friends. Is he gonna propose?
Homo Depot? Is that where they did it? Let's see.
It's very funny.
I love you more than anything in this entire world.
Boy.
A guy proposing to a guy. Are they gay?
Yes.
Kids twitching like Jimmy.
Yes. You mean a boy marrying a boy?
That's nice.
Congratulations.
The looks on some of these kids are very funny.
Her eyes were hilarious.
Guy. So they're gay?
A little more wood in
Looks like a young Anthony. Does it? The little hair
He
combed
did.
over?
He did.
That was just so cute. I
I
can't even. Okay.
I know. Well, the kids are just dancing, watching the video.
Yeah, now it's a different one. It's two women now, I think, right?
Yeah.
A girl marrying a girl?
Get those tricks out, boys. This is going to be a good one.
Is that a girl?
Wow.
That's a little dangerous standing on a bus.
She just fell off.
A little over 6 years ago.
I met a girl.
Oh, this girl's got a bunch of signs.
You stole my heart.
I feel like I know what kind of topic this is.
It's like the first thing you do, try to pinch yourself.
The ones on a bus with people around and the other ones in the window.
Like this one?
It's got Mr. Spock eyebrows.
Yeah. Giant forehead.
Look at these fucking Bobsey twins here.
Will you marry me? How does a girl propose to a girl and how does a guy propose to a guy? Are they gay too?
Kid doesn't really catch on fast, does he? No. A fast learner.
They look like feathers.
I'll say yes.
Oh, man, I gotta go docking. Where's the man put his penis? There's no vagina.
That was so adorable.
Was
All of
it?
these videos are just too cute.
Well, this is new.
That's what I want to see a
They're
lot.
commenting on my
Gay and
stand-up
lesbian
special.
people shouldn't be hiding.
Wait, what was that about?
Question time.
And then question time.
Yeah, it goes on for a while.
Oh, wow. It keeps going.
Oh, it does.
Well, let's get a couple
Let's hear a couple of
questions.
questions.
Did both of those videos have happen in them?
Justin Bieber married a guy?
It wasn't Justin Bieber.
Two marriage proposals, both with songs.
I was like in awe of them. Boy and a boy together and a girl and a girl. There's a guy proposing to a guy. That's just crazy. And then there was a girl proposing to a girl. That's just crazy.
How did the videos make you feel?
Good.
Made me feel good.
It was really cool.
I was so moved by that.
I'm sad. Gay is bad for you.
Why do you think that
Eyebrows
is
are
bad?
killing me on that kid. What the fuck?
I don't know.
What do you think people's reactions were when they watched these videos?
It depends for certain people.
A lot of people were happy. Really good, positive things. I hope not negative things. Some people must have been like rock on, and some people were like Ew. Some people are so anti-gay.
You don't see that every day. It's okay though. A boy could like a boy or a girl could like a girl.
Most people, they would have a reaction like, it's not natural. It's normal now.
A lot of people were upset at these marriage proposals because it was a man proposing to a man and a woman proposing to a woman.
I don't get why anybody would be mad. That's just wrong. Like, anyone should be able to marry anyone.
You should feel happy that they're getting married.
People that do not like gay...
He's a mustache.
That makes me
Kid's
mad.
got a little Hitler
He's a
mustache.
fucking mustache.
You're married? What if you're a
was he
girl
in?
and
He
your
looked like a little
boyfriend
Indian kid.
proposes to you? That's not different from a girl proposing to a girl.
If you want to marry the same sex, that's okay. And just like Macklemore said. I can't
I hate this fucking kid.
God, we hate Macklemore.
You
boy
little
likes a boy and a girl
shithead.
likes a girl.
Indoctrination by
They
Macklemore.
like someone of the same gender.
Is that
Yes.
Is this the overall video that was shown to
Not a
kids, or is
gay
this their reaction?
No, this is the video.
This is the
that they
video
showed
they're showing in the classroom.
Why are they showing this?
Pause.
Word
Yeah.
actually comes from the word.
Even though I agree with the sentiment, why are you showing this and kind of telling these kids how they should be feeling?
Right.
It's way too biased in one direction.
Are they saying how they should feel?
Yeah,
Well,
the video
is way biased to one side.
And that's why the guy apologized, because there's no other side of this, really.
And they ought to show both sides.
Now, if you want to,
But I think you get on the other side when you discuss it in the classroom, no?
Not really.
You don't think so?
Not to that extent, because the kids are obviously going to watch this and think, oh, I'm supposed to think... You know, kids are fucking
That's okay.
impressionable. I'm supposed to think it's okay.
Right.
If they want to have some, they ought to have a fire and brimstone preacher give the other side of it. Burn in hell with your homosexuality.
Well, by the way, but do they show both sides of racial issues? Though? Like, if they're going to show them a race, they show, like, where...
Yeah, I don't know
Of
what
course
other
not.
videos they have, but the policy in this school district is to show the other side of the argument. So, and that's why that's why the guy apologized.
Yeah, it's their policy if it's a political issue, and they said that this can be seen as a political issue.
Oh, okay.
Certainly.
Then fuck me.
There you go. So there's today's apologies, more or less. There's more, but...
And for the opposing side,
Now you're faggots. what happens here?
Yeah.
yeah, wow. Oh, man. Macklemore says it's okay.
Macklemore's influencing the kids.
Then I guess it's fine if Macklemore...
It's amazing how fast we hated that boy.
I know. All of a sudden he was a douche.
Well, he wasn't honest. He wasn't really being... It didn't feel like there was honesty behind his statements.
I don't know. That's, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck. At that age, it's easy to, you present that kind of shit. How about, because that was two very nice, that would be a nice proposal for anybody. Like, shit doesn't happen like that for the most part. A fucking flash mob dance in a Home Depot proposal. A girl on top of a bus with fucking signs. So you look at something like that and it looks all nice and sweet. Show these kids the fucking Halloween parade down in the village. Let's see let's see their eyes pop out there if they're so accepting of the gay lifestyle.
That would be hilarious.
That's crazy.
But these proposals, that's the norm now.
Is it? Who's norm?
You can't just ask a lady for to marry you anymore. It has to be an over-the-top presentation. Yes, this is becoming the norm.
You got to do a thing.
Even like just asking a girl to the prom now has to be this over-the-top thing. Yes.
What about me? I sucked down 3 Captains and Cokes and just kind of flung the ring at her.
Well, you should
Bought a ring at a train station.
I certainly did.
You should have gathered a mob at the subway.
A flash mob.
A flash mob at the
Talk me out of it.
At the train station.
Beat me senseless. Break my jaw so it's wired shut so I couldn't ask.
Or a bunch of youths running into a 7-Eleven across a problem.
Yes.
All right. A little update on the Jay-Z fight. TMZ paid $250,000 for the footage, and the guy that leaked the footage has been fired.
You're fired.
The hotel where the infamous Jay-Z elevator attack video was recorded fired the staffer who sold the footage to the media for big bucks.
Well, let me tell you something. That guy's pay was not going to equal what he made from TMZ.
Can't they sue him, the company, or maybe he didn't sign anything that said that? Isn't that their property he sold?
Who knows? 250 large? Yeah. That's the report, yo.
Standard has already terminated the individual and will now be pursuing all available civil and criminal remedies. The Standard will next be turning over all available information to the criminal authorities. And the employee did get 250 G's. So he's going to have to pay some of that back in legal fees, I bet you.
Think? Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
He's going to have to go to court, right?
There'll be a little something going on with that.
Damn.
I hope he loses every dollar they paid him.
Yes, because this is a very tricky situation. Sets a bad precedent. If people realize that by taking private videos and audio and whatnot, you can make so much money.
Right.
It's just going to run rampant.
Yeah.
There's got to be some kind of a repercussions.
I hope the hotel is able to fucking sue him for a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
Sue everyone.
Absolutely.
Yes, my sister-in-law kicked me and hit me about the face and testicular area.
She got some good shots in.
She really did, man.
Wow.
She's a scrapper.
She knows how to fight.
Yeah.
What is she, Ratchet? What do they say in the hood?
That chick Ratchet.
Yeah,
she's Ratchet.
She's certainly more Ratchet than Beyonce.
Yes.
Ratchet.
Ratchet.
She's got some.
Where do they come up with these colorful words?
Ratchetness about her.
I need to see the picture of this next story. The teen that says she was kicked out of the prom because some dad said her dress prompted boys to think impure thoughts.
All right, look.
I gotta see the
I
dress.
see something else going on with this video.
I gotta see the dress.
If the dress ain't bad,
turn the page.
I think they were a little mad at something else.
I've been told to turn the page.
I thought you had the story in front of you. There's a picture of the dress.
Play the story. It's right there.
Okay, you're right. That?
Yeah, but play the whole story.
He was kicked out of prom because of the dress that she was wearing. News 4's Angie Goff is here with her outrage that's been on social media. Angie?
Aaron, a homeschooled girl's Facebook status is firing people up after she said she was kicked out of prom because dads couldn't stop staring at her. 17-year-old Claire Ettinger of Richmond wrote about her sparkly dress on her sister's blog, explaining she was booted after dance organizers said some dads felt she was liable to cause, quote, impure thoughts, end quote.
Dorks.
She claims she passed the finger length test upon entering the dance, but soon after noticed dads on a balcony ogling and talking amongst themselves. She says a chaperone noticed it too and said her dress and dancing caused men to think inappropriately about her, so she was kicked out. Ettinger writes she felt degraded and wants an apology.
This isn't the
Ettinger
same
writes
story.
she felt too and said her dress and dancing caused men to think inappropriately about.
Look, it's
homeschool seniors.
Yeah, it's at a homeschool prom at a church. So it's not like a
crazy
prom.
Homeschool kids are.
That's where the impure thoughts happen.
I saw a different video. It was one of the links that it was the link that you sent me. Travis sent me through my email. So,
but the dress isn't that bad, right?
It's not that bad. I wish, because I don't want to say anything. I just want you to play the fucking video that I saw, and that explains a lot. It does explain a lot.
Oh no! Oh no! We're never too far from that, are we?
No, it's just.
Or is it something?
No, I think it's. But the parents are the ones that do it. It's not me.
Oh no!
See, I got no problems.
What's going on?
Here, where's the video? There it is. Here we go. Now we're talking. Now we're talking.
A local teen story going viral.
Yeah, a Chesterfield 17-year-old says she was kicked out of her prom because some adults said
she looks like
her
Herb
dress
Tarlick.
and her dance moves were too provocative.
Yep, her parents did not want her to go.
Can't these two just talk? Why do they have to read their stories?
To explain how that happened.
Oh no.
When 17-year-old Claire posted this article on her sister's blog, the outcome wasn't what her boyfriend would have expected.
She went to the prom with a black guy.
Okay, maybe that's part of the problem.
That might be part of the problem.
Maybe she was dancing with him in a way that was kind of sexy, and the fucking fathers didn't like it.
If it's in a church and the fathers are there.
Why is D.L. Hughley going to the prom?
No. Maybe the
Why
fathers
is he going to the
objected.
prom?
Yeah, if they're watching and they're like, oh boy, I don't like this.
How shitty.
Yeah.
She's dancing too sexy, get out. What a bunch of fucking
Michael Jackson
nerds.
hat on.
Yeah.
Sparkle glasses. Yeah, maybe it was that.
It blew up a lot faster than we thought.
The post expresses frustration over being kicked out of an area.
He looks like the black guy that Meadow Soprano brought home.
Yeah, exactly. There's,
charcoal
a little
briquette.
mix going on.
Right.
Choco briquette.
homeschool prom in Hanover County over the weekend. Claire couldn't go on camera, but her boyfriend, James Thompson, who was there, says it all started when someone made a comment that his girlfriend's dress was too short. Claire and her boyfriend say the rule was that it had to be as long as her fingertips, which they say was the case. And not too long after that, James says
like
Claire was pulled to the side and told she was dancing too provocatively.
Was she twerking?
On Claire's blog, she wrote, quote, "I hadn't been dancing at all, much less seductively."
The fathers believed that she would provoke impure thoughts in the boys.
James says Claire was eventually kicked out of the prom, and he, along with others in his group, had to leave.
The main reason they said for her getting kicked out, it started with her dancing too provocatively, and then it changed. They went back to it being about the dress, and then we'd already said that we addressed that.
I think
and
it's
then
racism.
They said that we were just causing too much of a problem, and we need to leave.
Yes, I
A
do.
decision both Claire and James say
She
was
is
not
lily
fair.
white.
It's sexism. They're saying you're making us feel certain things, so you have to do what we tell you to do, and that's not right.
Well, he's not saying racism.
Well, again, that's Chelsea Weird reporting. CBS 6 reached out to an organizer for the homeschool prom for comment. Our phone calls have not been returned.
Homeschool kids are weirdos anyway.
Yeah, she's kind of sexy, but
weirdos.
But the dress isn't anything.
Yeah.
She might have been shaking that A.
Yeah. She might have been doing some twerking.
Might have been shaking that A.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right. We got an update on Casey Kasem after the break.
Hi. I don't know who I am.
Well, they found him.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, they found Casey, all right. We'll tell you where next. Got Rich Vos and Keith Robinson in studio. Good morning, boys.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Well, Rich Voss's shirt is going on. Has anyone tweeted the picture yet?
Oh, that is fantastic.
No one has tweeted this yet? What are we waiting for?
What? It's a cut-off shirt. What's the big fucking deal?
It's a cutoff.
It's early in the morning. It's not like this is a
You should have a
fashion
head
show
to
in
match.
here.
Voss is now shaped like Ric Flair.
God damn, Rich.
You're trying to show off more tattoos, I think.
Listen,
we don't give a fuck about your tattoos.
Listen, first of all, let me tell you something, half fucking healthy eater. I just got this done yesterday.
This doesn't make sense.
Yes, because you're going to drink that and then
Right.
go eat fucking...
Am I?
I hope not.
All right. Go ahead.
You're starting to
Stop
look
trying to make it sincere.
You're
Yeah.
starting to
No,
look...
I mean it. I'm
You're starting to look
concerned.
really good.
Thank you.
I'm telling you, when I come in here,
Been
I go,
working
what
at this
the
for a
fuck?
while.
I
Thank
go,
you.
I go, what
Thanks
the
for
fuck?
noticing.
You know,
Well, I'm not wearing cut-off fucking shirts.
Well, no, I just had this done yesterday at Immortal
You
Ink.
want
in
us to
Flemington.
He's pointing at a lobotomy scar.
Really? Attackers have a cut-off shirt.
No,
Yes.
because you're calculated. You wanted us to see your new tattoo.
No, I don't want it to.
You should have just lifted up your sleeve and said, "Here, look, check out my new tattoo." You wanted us to comment on your new tattoos.
This is new. I'm not sitting like this.
So you were sleeveless with every tat you got?
What's that?
I don't remember you being sleeveless when you got other tats.
Yeah, because they were down here. When they're up here, I don't want the sleeve rubbing.
Why are you getting
on
so
it.
many tattoos? What's going on with you?
Yeah, what's going on?
I just finishing up
You used
my
to have
arm.
a couple here and there, but now it's like
A couple, yeah.
Because here's the
You're
thing.
all in. Are you going to do your hands and your neck next?
No. What it is I'm empty, and I've bought everything I possibly could buy, like material, like
Right.
golf clubs and clothes. And there's nothing
There's
left
two
to
things
buy.
left to buy: a stool and a rope. And I'll loan you the money.
Look at that.
I'll give you the money.
You knew he was going to come out with a good one. He leaned up on his perch and he
You call me a bird? I really resent that.
How was BLS this morning?
Goddamn,
I didn't go to BLS, man.
Keith had the best one though. It was when he was calling you dice. No sleeves on.
Yeah, but I'm not fat.
Oh shit!
Whoa. He's not fat anymore.
He's not?
No, he's in shape.
He's in shape.
I ordered a whore and she's dodging me.
I don't know. I don't like it to rub. And
What is the tattoo of? I still don't understand it.
This under here used to be my Star of David, but I had to cut. I'm getting this all covered.
Oh, that's right. That's what the Star of David was.
He's the only guy who being Jewish in show business hurt.
Why'd you decide to cover up?
You can't cover up the Star of David.
Holy shit! Never forget.
That can't be good.
I'm having it redone somewhere because I didn't like I didn't like the lettering, and I didn't. Yeah. It was too black. It looked like I was really getting on the trains. It looked like it looked like the star that they put.
Right.
So I'm going to have it done in another area, just like.
Where are you going to put it at? On your back?
Yeah.
Where are you going to put the Star?
Not on your back. You know how many guys will have to look at that?
Please don't come on my star.
Exactly. Every time you come on my star, God cries a little.
You gotta get a tramp stamp on the Star of David.
I'm going to put it on my face.
You're having a fucking midlife and gender identity crisis.
No, it's not a midlife, because I've always wanted to do this.
No, hopefully it's an end life. Because I want you to die.
Yeah, because it is an odd thing.
Pulverized.
Your age.
What's that?
It is odd at your age to start getting all tatted up.
I was tatted.
I know
all
you
up
had
here.
a few tats, which is
no,
fine.
the whole tops were done.
You're totally sleeved now.
Not totally. I still got some space.
No, you're pretty much. That's pretty much total.
Sleeved.
You don't like Voss's tattoo?
Yeah.
No, it makes me angry, but to relocate the Star of David is infuriating. I'm a relocator.
Tattoos are supposed to be permanent. You don't move them around.
Why would that infuriate you?
Infuriate you. Please isolate that.
Treats his tattoos like fucking Israel treats its borders.
It was here, now it's there.
You know how many of your neighbors want you to relocate?
Oh, wow.
He makes a good point. I can't even. He makes a damn good point.
God damn, man.
From white to light skin.
But what is the tattoo? That cover
what is that?
Yeah,
I don't
it's
understand what
it's a flower. I'm going to do.
That doesn't look like a flower.
No, it's a stained glass window.
That's what it is. If you look through a stained glass window, you'll see a flower.
They're not.
That doesn't look like a flower.
They're not. They look
The guy
really
does good work.
Very good work.
Yeah, Josh at Immortal Ink in Flemington and Clinton.
That means you just got a free
Immortal
tattoo,
Ink.
you son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. Where's my envelope, motherfucker? Give me a taste of that.
You ought to get a teardrop tattoo like your audience does on the way out.
Audience is when you work a club.
Oh, you mean? Oh, shit.
I fucking bombed so hard. Like, in 20 years, I did one of those alternative rooms in Brooklyn. I did an alternative room in Brooklyn the other night. It's like 20 people.
Were they all like hipsters?
I swear to God.
20 people?
It's a small.
Oh
they
my
all
God.
they all look alike.
They were
it's
all hipsters,
fucking
right.
clones. They all had the same beard. They
Like
all
Sal,
had,
right? They all look like fucking Sal.
They all had the same like shirt, like Opie.
What's
like,
wrong with my shirt?
Nothing on you.
Is this
but
a bad shirt?
No,
Will you commit to
way
something?
worse.
What's wrong with that shirt?
Calm down, Earth, Wind, and Fire. I'm getting to it. It's a slow trek, and it's not a bad shirt for him at this point in his life. But
I've worn way worse. It's a bad shirt, I guess.
and they fucking, I'm telling you, for 10 minutes, 20 people were staring at me, hostile. Okay.
Yeah.
What joke did you start with?
Yeah, that's a good question.
How did you greet the crowd?
I said, I had
I'm
a
Rich
pair,
Vos. Too easy, I know. Sorry.
You lost them in
coffee. Look who came out of hibernation.
You lost them in hello.
It was so bad. It was so bad that when Bonnie went on, I went and sat in the car.
Oh, Jesus.
I didn't want to see
wasn't in the garage with the running.
That's right.
Too bad you didn't have a fucking barbecue with Brad
come
Delp.
back and fuck my wife.
Oh, Jesus. I just said Bonnie would probably prefer you dead and Patrice fucking her.
That's
Sorry.
Nice. That's nice to wish somebody dead.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Jeez,
Jesus,
Rich.
you turned from one of the best radio DJs to a listener.
But no, you got to take lemons to lemonade. He was trying to not make sure you're dead, but make sure that Patrice was back. So you take the negative and make it a positive.
Sure.
Yes, we would just prefer you again.
Yeah. Take lemons and make an eggplant. Racist. Oh, Christ on a pony. Rich.
I know. I'm only
love you.
kidding.
You're great.
First of all, I hate the love thing.
No.
We're friends. There's no. We don't
You're
love.
right.
Oh, right. I forgot. You don't like hugs and
He doesn't
stuff.
like affection at all. He can't handle it. He doesn't like being touched. He's just.
Look at he cringes.
Yeah.
It's so uncomfortable
Why?
when people go, "I love you." I was at the hospital yesterday.
Well, if I were you, I wouldn't believe it.
Vos, I love you.
I love you too.
We all love you.
We all love you, man.
We want you to know that.
Look, he's just cringing.
I want to rub some of your tattoos.
Touching him in his arms, and he's freaking out.
You were at the hospital yesterday. What was that about?
Oh, shit.
no.
It's you're sitting there watching your mom, and she's gonna pass away.
Oh, jeez.
She's. It could be 2 days. It could be 2 weeks, and I'm like. I'm like. So the hospital.
Sorry, what happened?
So the hospital is,
What's going on with your mom?
She can't swallow this and that. I'm like.
My jokes don't go over, I don't care.
What happened?
Oh, is this mean?
What's wrong with my shirt again?
Oh, sure. Go buy his shirt. Laugh at his mother dying.
Yes.
It's a nice equal balance right
But
there.
here's the thing, it's got to happen.
My mom's close too. What are you gonna do?
I know it's got to happen on a Monday or Tuesday because I got my weekends.
Wait, is she really at her on her? She's really on her last days.
I don't. Who knows? They said they might have to put a feeding tube in her. I don't. And Bonnie made a good point, but I go, who the fuck should have to live that way in a hospital, just completely oblivion?
Yeah. Right.
And then Bonnie goes, how do you know what's going on in her head? She might be having the best time on the planet.
I know.
But, fucking.
What is it, dementia?
Fucking, Gandhi positive Canadian bitch.
Yeah,
all right.
Your mother's probably in a much better place. If she can't remember you're her son, it's a blessing in disguise.
Do you ever have anything nice to say? You just try to tear me down to build you up.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's the smartest thing you've ever said.
I think they can tell by testing and stuff if anything's going on in the brain.
Oh, yeah, well, they got to get a neurologist, but she can't swallow.
She can't swallow.
And neither can I. It runs in the family. Okay. And
it's not what crack deal is upset.
Just coming out of her, it's just, it's just sad.
How old is she?
42.
Wow.
She's 84, I think. 85.
Okay. That's a good run.
That's a
That's a
nice
good run. That's a nice run.
If you look at it, that's a very good run.
Well, because you guys come from sickle cell.
Sickle cell. Whoa. Wow. Holy
Boston in 1971 fucking slams.
You guys come from
eradicated with smallpox. Who the
Rich Sterling.
I've never known one black person with sickle cell.
No, because you don't know any black people.
You've also never known one black person without it.
Okay. Like you really talk to your help.
Wow, this show is getting racist and more.
Rick came to play.
Vicious.
What do you do to prepare for this?
Holy shit.
What do you do to prepare for this?
I punch myself in the face. I punch myself in the face all night.
With someone's cock. You put your fist and just start banging it against your. All right,
I'm not going to add pleasure to that.
Oh, my
Wow.
God.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow, my God.
Damn.
Makes me feel alive.
That end of life shit is just
terrible.
And you know what it gets me? Like, I left there yesterday, the hospital, and I had to go get to, and I feel horrible. I'm leaving her in the hospital to go get a tattoo, right? But I'm
And
not
to
going to
cover up
sit
the
there.
Star of David, no less.
Yeah,
denied.
Man.
So, but, who just sits there watching? It's
I never understood that.
It's so hard.
Yeah.
Like, remember remember when we got Patrice's mom out of the hospital and took her out to eat?
Yeah.
We had a great time, just to get her fucking mind off of what was going on. We sat for like an hour in the diner that day, and we had
you could
we
just
had a
dwell
laugh.
on that shit.
Right.
Fuck
Yeah, just
that.
to sit there, it is difficult.
You got to get out of the fucking place. You have to.
It's fucking hospital. When you go there for your medicine, like, you don't have to stay, right? No, I get to leave early. You can turn those brown tattoos into things. Like, they can put stuff around it.
I think he means I have a couple of beauty marks that Rich is referring to.
You mean turn them into tattoos? Sarcoma.
Right. Or that.
Or
He's got AIDS. Magic Johnson AIDS.
He's got AIDS. What is he doing?
Do we have that?
He's walking around.
He gets on to try to like bolster his image and apologize. He made it 10 times worse.
You think he's a racist or just very
what did he do?
Donald Sterling.
He's talking about Magic Johnson, who's like a national treasure.
Right.
And,
to some.
To some.
Yeah, not if you're a Knicks fan. No national treasure to me.
So what did he did a thing with Anderson Cooper,
yeah,
right?
he went on with Anderson Cooper, and he's talking about and then he's just bashing Magic Johnson for no fucking reason, saying that he doesn't do enough for the black community. And meanwhile, Magic Johnson's been very charitable to the black community.
He's very charitable.
Is that what they said at the meetings? We have to focus on Magic.
Magic Johnson. Very charitable.
So, but here's the thing with Donald Sterling. He's so rich, he could just go, why don't you guys all go fuck yourselves?
Well,
I'll do what I want.
He's not really taking that.
He's not doing
angle.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
No, I was with him at first when the private, what you on your phone.
Right.
I was like, I'm with this dude.
Yeah.
He's on his phone. He should say what he has to say.
Right.
And that's good. I don't give a damn. We all say messed up shit on the phone. Yeah. But now he's got an interview, his chance to redeem himself, and he's going work. He's
fucked it up so bad. You know what it is, too? You could say he's got money and everything like that, but to be just publicly just exiled. You're exiled from the civilized world. He's looked at as a fucking, persona non grata anywhere he goes. And people don't like that. No
I would like for him, I wish he would show up at the games. And just try to high five the player. He tried to fist bump.
Could you imagine the ovation he'd get?
I think he should come in blackface.
Wow.
To show him that he
now
cares.
that would be interesting. He does a little Al Jolson out on the floor.
I'm down.
A little Bojangles out on the fucking floor.
I think, and
Atlanta housewives with him.
Oh, shit.
I think with good reason. I think blacks.
I'm your friend.
I
think the blacks.
Okay, all right. Color. I think coloreds. I think they dislike whites more than whites dislike blacks. Do you think? Overall in general.
You don't listen to this radio show, do you?
Do you think that? Do you think?
I think we hate white guys dressed like gas attendants.
Why? Because you don't have cars.
Wow, that was hurtful.
Watch me make Rich get up.
Fill it full of regular dummy.
What? Is that what you call cum now?
Oh, fuck this.
Oh, sweet God.
Oh, this is just evil.
Us three did a fucking pilot that wasn't picked up. See what they fucking could have had?
Dummies.
See,
You're damn right. We should
AIDS
have
and racist jokes. How could they pass on this? Teasing each other's fucking sickle cell jokes and making fun of our clothes.
The Clod Squad.
That would have worked, man.
They would have called our show canceled.
Why?
Why, Rich?
Why,
Why'd you have to make it hip and insider-ish?
Yeah. Is our guest here?
No.
Damn it. He'll be here soon?
We're not guests.
You guys are like,
So what are you plugging for Kevin?
What does Keith have going on?
Keith is taping a 1-hour stand-up special, which is great, man. I've seen the material. It's fucking fantastic. It's at the Gramercy Theater, and it's a live taping, obviously, 2 shows here in New York. And it's May 30th.
May 30th.
Here in the city.
Shows. 2 sweet shows.
2 weeks from Friday.
Yeah,
tomorrow.
7 and 10 p.m.
Nice.
Gramercy.
Where can they get tickets? Just Ticketmaster?
Ticketmaster.
Or go to comediankeithrobinson.com. But these shows will sell out.
What's that?
Fuck it. Go ahead. I want to.
No, I just.
Take a swing, man. I like that. Take a swing. I see you wrapped up. You got your Yankees shirt on.
I'm digging in.
That's it.
Oh, fuck this room.
No.
Put your visors on so the sun don't get in your way.
It's just
At the end of your hour, you're going to say, and now, Wanda Sykes.
Wow.
Why, Rich?
Why, man?
Rich.
Well, you got... Shut up. Don't fucking turn on me.
Nobody's turning on you. You're turning on yourself with those horrible comebacks.
Right, that's just not nice.
And we started 1 out of 3 isn't bad.
1 out of 3.
Still gets you in the Hall of Fame. Okay.
Almost.
Yeah. 2 out of 3 gets you in the Hall of Fame?
Oh, well, certainly that would,
Absolutely.
yes.
Sometimes
of course.
1 out of 3.
Yeah, sometimes 1.
Gets you in the Hall of Fame. I can't fucking believe that this weekend at the Arlington Cinema Draft House, I get to work with Bonnie, both of us co-headlining at the Arlington Cinema Draft House. And then next Tuesday, Norton, we're doing our live podcast.
Right. Hold on, though.
What?
Right. Your mom's going to die on a Tuesday. Then what happens?
Then we have some more stuff to talk about.
All right.
Well, if she dies on Tuesday, we're not going to bury her the same day.
You want her to die on a Monday or Tuesday.
You bury her the next day, don't you?
Yeah, isn't that quick
That's some next day stuff,
Did you
right?
get rid of your family?
Absolutely. Put the house up for sale immediately. They don't fuck around.
Yeah, and the other people in the nursing home will be mad.
I'm guest marriage counselor for Rich and his victim at the Village Underground, which I'm actually looking forward to.
Tuesday,
I'm so happy I can do that.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot.
Fun.
It's going to be fucking fun Tuesday. Bobby's producing it.
When did Bobby become this?
I've had enough of Bobby.
He's a mogul.
He's a media mogul now.
It's
like an internet mogul.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's big mover and shaker, as they say.
Bonnie is an ordained minister now, so he can marry people.
Bobby?
He took a test. He's an ordained minister.
Didn't he say Bonnie?
I thought you said Bonnie.
Bobby.
Did he just say Bobby or Bobby?
He said
or Bonnie?
Bonnie,
I
something
said
like
Bobby.
That. Shut up.
I said Bobby.
Travis?
You wanted to say Bobby, but your mouth said
It sounded like, yeah. Who knows?
Yeah, what happens to words in that fucking dopey mouth of yours? Words in his brain form fine, and then as they begin to come out of the mouth, all of a sudden a fire alarm goes off, and they panic, and they bump into his teeth and trip over his tongue, and they just fall out in any order they want.
Not in an orderly fashion. No.
Stop looking at me and thinking. What'd he say?
Well, you
I can hear him thinking. I can hear him thinking.
Can we hear it?
Yeah, we got to hear
It's
this.
like Bobby.
Okay.
Yeah, he's big mover and shaker, as they say.
Bonnie is an ordained minister.
Oh, I said Bonnie.
Yes.
See, you did.
Yes.
Rest our
See,
case.
well, because they both have tits.
Oh, no, they don't.
Oh, and she gets bashed for not having been here.
And so does Bobby.
Yes.
Wow.
That's just brutal.
Wow.
Just brutal.
Jeez.
Does that upset you, Rich?
That's not at all. Are you kidding me? Bonnie came in the other day with her, you know how they have the T-shirt on and you can see the nipples through it?
Yeah.
I got so excited. And I'm trying to fuck her, but I didn't take a pill, so it's so hard to fuck a girl when you're not hard and she's dry. Okay,
your genitals can't. Neither one of your genitals can lie.
It's like two north ends of a magnet.
I'm spitting on it, just basically talking over it.
Beat everyone to that punch. Nice.
You think we were all going to make fun of his saliva?
Man. You two still active sex life?
I mean, I don't know what you call active. Is once a year active? We a couple times.
How often? But would you say?
Probably once every 2 weeks.
Once every 2 weeks? That's kind of a married...
every 2 weeks.
That is kind of a married thing, you know?
But if you had Viagra or Cialis, wouldn't it help?
Yeah, no, it doesn't help your fucking your mind or your want to do it.
The word he's looking for is libido.
Right.
Your mind, your want.
Yeah, you got.
I feel like we're playing charades.
Libido.
So maybe it depends. You know, she'll say to me, she'll go, can I just blow you to get it over with? You know,
Get it over with. Holy shit!
Did you guys get it done or what?
Yeah, man, we fuck. You know, I mean, we don't kiss.
No, I mean the other day when your genitals weren't cooperating.
Yeah,
you don't kiss or anything.
And how did it get?
Why would I do that? Kiss? You guys sound like we're newlyweds.
Do you guys ever make out on the couch?
What? Say it again? Do we make out on the couch?
No.
Why? What's wrong with you?
I tried. The other day when she was looking sexy, I started kissing her, and she goes, "Get your fucking tongue out of my mouth!"
Wow.
But we used to, when I first met her, and I used to make out with her and stuff.
Sure. You've told us.
And then that shit completely wears off. You know what I mean?
Marriage.
But she makes me laugh. The thing is, we like the same TV shows. We like the same snacks,
that's good.
And we come together when we're both attacking somebody at the same time.
Right.
So that's what keeps it. That's what keeps it fresh.
Where's
we can find the same.
You gotta have sex, man.
Yeah.
Huh? What are you talking about? It keeps it fresh. How about some sex?
Calm down.
There's no way. When you get married, you're fucking sacrificing something that's just amazing. That thrill, the fucking, you throw it away for this thing that
he doesn't know his in his culture. They start when they're 13 because they're uneducated and they think.
Wow. You know it's bad when Vos is calling people uneducated.
And please tell me Vos didn't just say uneducated.
Uneducated.
I said educated.
He's thinking about engines in that outfit.
That's really.
Yeah, we really don't like your outfit at all. You're just like Bobby Cannavale and Blue Jasmine. That's a good reference for those who saw it.
Yes, I saw the movie.
Good movie.
He was very good in it.
Well acted.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're gonna have
Dice was good in the movie.
Dice was in it.
He was great. Our guest is on his way up, which is very nice.
Oh, nice.
We met him once. Jimmy hasn't.
I haven't met him yet.
I met him. Enough with this fake fucking Ermey guy.
You've met Ermey?
You met him, yeah?
I got his autograph last time he was in studio.
Oh, in here?
Wait, you were in that day?
Yeah, when he came. That was over.
That was many years ago.
That was over across the street.
At least 5-6 years ago.
You guys were doing good then when he was in.
That's hurtful.
That's not hurtful. You guys are you kidding me?
He's in the Army.
You're probably
Marines.
Who say it?
I'm saying you're probably the most respected radio host in the business. Every radio host talks about
wonderful.
you. That's true. What, you don't like being respected by your peers?
Who talks about us?
Tell us, what do they say?
Yeah, and what do they say? What are some of the nice things they say?
There you go. We listen to them all the time. I mean, they're usually like the producers or the assistants. And stuff.
Wow, that's great.
No, the sports junkies love you guys.
Yeah, we like those guys.
Well, why don't you look at Jim when you're saying that? You're just looking at Jim.
Because
here he comes.
Here he is. Arlie Ermey.
Because Jim's at a whole nother level than
There's still got quite a presence about him as he walks down the hallway.
Yeah. How old is this guy now?
Wherever he goes.
Got to be 40.
He's got to take your seat.
I'll look it up real fast. Arlie.
Yeah, you can move over. Rich, I think you got to bounce over one.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Move,
It's like the Tonight Show, you know?
Yeah.
You move. There he is.
Arlie Ermey.
Gunny.
Gunny. God damn, Arlie Ermey.
You're looking great.
Pleasure to see you again.
You are looking fantastic.
He looks like the
sir.
sergeant from Stripes.
What? God damn.
Rich Vos.
That's Rich Vos.
Last comic standing, BET.
Oh, jeez.
Yes, that's Private Snowball.
What's going on, Arlie?
All right. Good to have you back. Whoa, what's fantastic to have you back. You were here quite a while ago. And you look at you. He looks fantastic. What the hell?
You look great,
what
Arlie.
Doing? You still a lot of PT? What are you doing?
I do. I go out and run a little bit. I like to. I'll watch. Tune in O'Reilly Factor, and I'll get on the treadmill, and that's my hour.
Oh, a little O'Reilly.
So it's good.
There you go.
I get educated.
I hear you.
Find out what's going on in the world and stay fit.
See what's going on.
Anyway, it gets harder as you
It doesn't
go.
rile you up. You don't look at the TV and go, "What the hell is going on with this world?"
I'm pretty burned up about the veterans, the treatment of the veterans, and
at the VA hospitals.
The Veterans Administration,
unbelievable.
The boys up on the hill. You know whose fault that is. It's not the little underfunded hospital's fault, for Pete's sakes. It's the funders. It's the people up there. I believe they call him the Secretary of Veterans Affairs. And you know, if you want to point fingers, that's the guy. He's the boss. He's the one.
It always goes uphill. You got to look at the top to see who's supposed to be responsible for this. Any of the veterans that are treated like that, having to wait for medical attention at these VA hospitals, it's unconscionable. You can't even fathom that happens in this country.
And we don't want anything free.
No.
We just want what was promised to us, our contract.
Right.
And we've shed blood for this country, and we expect the other end to hold up their end of the deal. But, there was a time a few years back when we were all extremely proud of our Veterans Administration and our veterans hospitals. But now they're so underfunded. Let's face it, this war's been going on for how many years now?
Yeah,
and so their workload has doubled and tripled and quadrupled, and the budget just hasn't.
What are they not giving them that they're supposed to give them?
Treatment.
The treatment?
Yeah, they're supposed to keep them alive. We had 40 some of them die waiting
for treatment.
That's horrible. Do you blame a lot of it on our president now?
You know what? I don't want to go there because that's not my place. But what I will say is, the veterans are joining together. We're banding together. There's a lot of American veterans in this country. And in November, our voice will be heard. Trust me on that. But anyway, hey, guys, I'm releasing a new show on the Sportsman Channel, and it's called Saving Private K9.
Saving Private K9.
It's about working dogs, about military dogs, dogs that serve in combat, dogs, police, military and police dogs, and it's service dogs. And this is America. We love our dogs in America.
Yes, we do.
Is there anybody in this room doesn't own a dog?
Aren't they amazing too?
You don't like dogs?
I'm getting a puppy.
I had a friend tell me the other day
he doesn't like dogs.
I'm getting one for my daughter.
Experiences with dogs.
My dog was stolen. My dog. I had a German Shepherd,
especially the working.
I had a guy tell me the other day.
He doesn't like the working dogs.
Yes, we have Michael Vick in the corner here. Let's talk to him about that.
We call it the peanut butter incident.
I had a buddy of mine tell me the other day, he said, you lock your wife and your dog in the trunk of the car.
Sure.
Let them stay in there an hour and then let them out. See who's happy to see you.
Wow.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yes, for sure.
They are quite amazing. We've seen a lot of the police dogs here at work in
don't
Manhattan.
like them. And they don't like the police dogs.
Do they growl immediately?
And, bomb sniffing dogs, drug sniffing dogs, walking down the sidewalk,
black sniffing dogs.
And it's what they can be taught,
I'm a dog.
how they can be trained, and then the affection they have for their masters. It's really amazing to watch.
And the thought is, why send a human being in to risk his life into a building to take down the bad guy when we can send a dog in and he's more efficient? I mean, how many soldiers do you know that run inside the building and grab the perpetrator and bite him?
Yeah.
None of them, right? Or the old dog.
He does, but it's his cock.
It's a psychological effect that dogs have. Now, on a couple of our shows, we've had these working dog and his handler be in a Humvee or something, and IED hit them, and they're wounded, and the dog gets medevaced one way, and the handler gets medevaced the other way. The handler spends 5 years looking for his dog because he can't find his dog, and there's a love affair because the dog has saved this guy's life 2 or 3 times in combat. And we bring them together. We find the dog, and we will reunite those two. And I'm in the room with the dog and his old his old handler, his old owner. And I look over at my camera guy, and there's tears streaming down his cheeks. My sound guy's over there with a big box of Kleenex. He's got a pile of Kleenex.
What are you working for? What are you working for? The Bravo Network?
It's all I can. It's very emotional. A man and his dog is very emotional, and it's hard for me to maintain my composure.
Wow. Right. But I have a question.
I'm pretty hardcore.
I have a question. There's people, though, that are such animal rights activists that would be against sending dogs into a building, that would rather send humans into a building, and which I think they're a little extreme, some of those animal rights activists.
A little? I know. Those are the same nitwits that don't want to send a UAV in to bomb the bad guys. They want to send a human being in so that the human being can die. I don't have too much use for some of those uninformed, uneducated, losers in this world. I just don't have any use for them. And
Boss,
if they were
you
sitting
can
right
leave.
here in front of me, I would tell them that I have no use for them. But, so shame on them. Hey, how do we find the Sportsman Channel? We're going to go to
I have no idea.
SportsmanChannel.com.
SportsmanChannel.com.
And feed your zip code in there, and it'll tell you what channel to go to.
I know. I have Fios, and I get it where I am, so I'll be watching that.
You could also, with new smart TV.
My grandfather from World War I.
Then why are you wearing it?
Huh?
What are you doing wearing your grandfather's
Yes,
stuff?
and why-
Dog tag. The old round dog tag. That's cool.
Yeah, that's old.
neat.
That's how we connect.
But he fought for Germany.
Guy, the show is on tonight at 8:30.
Okay, we'll find it.
Tonight at 8:30.
8:30 Eastern time.
Yeah.
And we're showing 2 shows back to back. So it's a great time for you to come on board with us and judge whether you're going to like the show or
I
not.
can't imagine anybody
But
not liking the fact of watching dogs, loyal dogs working for the soldiers and police in this country.
I
Amazing.
just say give us a fair chance.
Absolutely.
I think the show is amazing. I've been working on the show now for just short of a year.
Right.
And I tell you, it's a heartstringer. This thing is, you get emotional. There's every emotion you could imagine. So I think this show is going to be a blockbuster.
I've liked everything you've done. You pop up on TV all the time. I loved, Mail Call and all the other shows you've been on. You're always very interactive with the military when you're on these shows, and they let you drive tanks and fly in helicopters. Mail Call was great.
I had fun doing Mail Call, and my thought
Jimmy likes Mail Call, but it's a whole different subject.
He's implying that I'm not gay at all.
I'm
not. He's thrilled.
I'm not at all.
Episode of She-Mail Call.
But when he takes a picture with you,
by their sexual preference,
of course not, right?
I have mine. And all I say, if you're gay, that's just that much more for me, buddy.
The way you think. Wise man.
Well, Jim says it in reverse. If you're not gay, just more for me, buddy.
I'm not gay.
But of course
I'm not gay. I just like ladies with a little extra.
Oh, my God.
What is Arlie thinking?
Guys, you got to give the show a fair try. Get on back to the show. She's starting to think I'm on the Howard Stern show.
he has listeners.
Damn, Rich.
Doesn't say a lot for you.
Yeah, exactly, Rich.
I know. Arlie's great because he knows what his mission is.
Absolutely.
And he goes in. That's right. And that's his job.
I am absolutely. Don't listen to them. They're just teasing me.
I try to keep you guys on point.
Yes, on point.
What do you think? Well, let's ask Arlie. What do you think of a lady that has just don't extra?
We're saying that girls with penises a lot of times.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah, a little extra.
They're delightful. Don't ask, don't tell.
As I said, I'm not one to judge. We are.
Just a little extra,
Jim likes to improvise, adapt, overcome.
Absolutely. Like I said, there's more of the kind I like.
Right.
There's more left over at the end of the day.
There's no problem with that, right?
As long as they're the same race.
Can I ask a Full Metal Jacket question?
Yeah.
How was Kubrick to you?
Oh, I loved Kubrick. Kubrick was a wonderful guy. His only the reason a lot of actors couldn't get along with Kubrick was because he made them perform. He made them rise to his level, or it was not acceptable. You would do it over again.
How many?
You want to know what makes him perform? Pull down your zipper.
Jesus! Wow! It's a well-respected man here.
Arlie, just a little extra. A little extra.
Sportsman Channel, come on.
So we got to measure up here.
Right, yeah, measure up.
So he would expect a lot out of this guy.
How many takes? He's legendary for making you guys do the same scene over and over.
The most takes I ever did was 7, and that was
not bad. That's easy.
I am Gunnery Sergeant Hartman, the senior drill instructor. That big walk around the barrier.
Sure, that's a one shot right there.
The most dialogue of anybody and most movement, constant movement.
Right.
It was 7 takes. Then you got these guys, these actors that'll go on Good Morning America and admit to 36 million housewives that it took them 40 takes to rise to the occasion, to rise to Stanley Kubrick standards. Shame on them. That's all I can
Wow. Yes. Because that is a long dialogue that you have right there.
Do you still remember it?
Dialogue.
Oh, yes, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Were you saying that before the
Want
movie?
to hear it? I'd do it in about 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Can you do it to Rich Vos?
And I can do it. I can do it without the swear words. Yeah.
No, use the swear
You
word.
can swear if you
I
want.
am Gunnery Sergeant Hartman. I am your senior drill instructor. From now on, you will speak only when spoken to. The first and last word out of your filthy sewers will be sir. Do you maggots understand that?
Yes, sir.
Both feathers, I can't hear you. Sound off like you have a pair. If you ladies leave my island, if you survive recruit training, you will be a weapon. You have been minister of death praying for war. But until that day, you are pukes, you are scumbags. You are the lowest form of life on earth. You are not even human beings. You are nothing but a lot of little unorganized, grabastic pieces of civilian poop.
Shit.
Well, you know, there could be kids listening.
Yeah, we hope so.
And you know their parents would never talk like that.
Their parents don't talk to them anyhow. So did you start off, I mean, did you go to acting class and stuff, or did you just right into it?
Now, I played cowboys when I was a little boy, and I used to always be the bad guy. See, so I had all the practice in the world. I grew up on a farm in Kansas. The nearest neighbors were about a mile away, so we had no one to play with. I had 5 brothers, though. So that was my playmates were my brothers. We were 1 year apart, and we would play cowboys all the time. And so that was my practice time. And then when I went in the Marine Corps, I was an instructor most of the time. So you know, I'm standing up on the stage and I'm addressing 1,000 recruits, and
there is a certain persona you have to put on, right?
You basically have to be a stand-up comedian in order to maintain.
Well, there's none of them here.
So anyway, after I got Marine Corps retired me out in 1972 out of Vietnam, and I was standing outside. I had almost 12 years in, and I found myself standing outside of the gate of the Marine Corps recruit depot in San Diego, thinking, what? All I owned in the world was in that sea bag, that little green bag. I didn't even have a car. And so
I called my wife's purse.
What the hell am I going to do now? So I wrote a script, and I went up to Hollywood, and I did some of the comedy clubs. And
you did?
Yeah, I did that.
You were
for a
doing
while.
stand-up?
Yeah, I did stand-up. Nobody heckled me. I'll guarantee you that.
You will laugh at me.
You will laugh. That's right.
You will laugh. You will not cry.
You over there in the corner. Why are you not laughing? But then I went to Okinawa, Japan, opened a couple of bars up. So right outside the Marine base at Camp Hansen. Then I heard they were going to start doing Vietnam War shows. So I went in the Philippines and met the right people. And just everything fell into place. I say it's God's will.
You were in Apocalypse Now. In Apocalypse Now, yeah. You were one of the copter guys.
I was a helicopter pilot.
Yeah,
I was
helicopter
number 2
pilots.
technical advisor.
And a technical advisor. And then Boys and Company C?
Boys and Company C, I went to work on Boys and Company C right after I finished Full Metal Jacket, or right after I finished Apocalypse. Now. Sidney J. Fury directed that movie, and that was my big break.
You had a big part in that one,
I had a nice part in that.
Yeah.
Were you in Brokeback Mountain?
What?
What?
Wow, Rich. What the hell, man?
No wonder you bombed at that alt club. It wasn't their fault. It was you.
I think there was talk about me being in Brokeback Mountain, but they decided to put me in Saving Silverman instead. That was kind of an unusual role for me because that was the role. I got it up there, and they give you a description of the character, and it's that of a gay homicidal high school football coach.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Well, hell, I had never played a gay homicidal high school football coach, so I took this as kind of a challenge, you know?
Yeah.
And you basically don't even realize that I'm a gay homicidal high school football coach until the very end of the movie, when I married Jack Black.
That's right.
And let me tell you right up front, Jack Black is not a good kisser, and there was no tongue involved.
But we
no
know
reach arounds either.
But we know who the top was, don't we?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Oh my God! Wow.
Anyway, it's Saving Private K9.
yes. Back on point.
Yes.
Back on
Saving
point.
Private
Is it on
K9.
tonight?
It's on tonight
8:30
at
tonight.
8:30. Don't miss it. I'm telling you, go to the Sportsman Channel website, sportsmanchannel.com, and just feed your what you call zip code information,
and you'll find out when
it'll
where the
tell
channel
you
is.
exactly
All right.
what channel
to go to.
we're on.
Arlie, we got phone calls.
It's
We got to
idiot
get to. We got to get to Jason in D.C. Some great calls coming in.
All right.
Go ahead, Jason.
Hey, Arlie, I could talk Full Metal Jacket all day long, but I had a quick question about your experience with working with Chevy Chase and Fletch. A lot of actors think he's a dick to work with, and I was just curious about your experience with Chevy.
Well, I'm just going to have to say that a lot of actors are right.
Oh, is there anyone that will say a nice thing about Chevy? I don't think so. Wow.
Wow. Who saw that?
Boy, that's a good one. Okay, there's your answer, sir.
All right.
Wow. He was a dick, huh?
He's very difficult to get along with. I've heard from many people. We had an episode with him when we were doing a talk show with him.
We sure
and he was just
he wouldn't say hi to us.
Kind of an asshole,
even though we said hi to him.
Yeah.
As we're all getting our makeup done at the same time.
I really never ever had any problem with Chevy, but I've encountered people who have.
Yeah.
And, as far as I'm concerned, he was an absolute gentleman with me. I worked with him for a couple of weeks, and
you're a class act, Arlie. You're a class act.
Right. Let's go to Chris in Jersey. Chris.
Hi, Arlie. I wanted to ask you, I heard that Stanley Kubrick had no plans of putting you in Full Metal Jacket and didn't know who you were until you randomly sent in a video of you screaming insults for 5 minutes, which made him decide to put you in it. Is there any truth to that?
Well, I can honestly say you heard absolutely wrong. I talked to Stanley Kubrick. He hired me as technical advisor. I had read the novel that The Short Timers by Gustav Hasford that the film was based upon, the screenplay was based on. And I was reading the book for the second time when Kubrick called me. And he asked me if I would like to be his technical advisor, and I told him there's a lot of things wrong with the novel. So he got me over there, and my objective it was film number 5 for me, guys. And I had gone on films as technical advisor, and every single one of them I ended up with a role. So I went over to get the role of Gunnery Sergeant Hartman. I accepted the job as technical advisor simply to get my foot in the door. There was no video sent anywhere. I went over in person. I had to train, knowing that I have to train all of the background extras. I have to teach them drill. I have to teach them manual at arms with a rifle and the sword. I have to teach them how to march. I have to teach them basically how to be Marine recruits. So Kubrick had to watch me, didn't he?
So he watched you and said, why are we going to cast somebody else?
Well, already casted. It was casted already.
Oh, it was.
However, I made him watch me, and I put it on video that me grilling the recruits, the background extras. The next day, he called me into the office and said, "Yeah, I know what you're having." But I had asked him if I could audition for the role earlier. He said, "No, I've got a Hollywood actor that I've all got lined up, got a contract."
Who was it? Who was the guy?
I don't want to mention who it was. That's not right for me to after all these years. But I have got him several nice jobs since.
All right.
Paul Rubens, actually, it was. It was going to be a no. Pee Wee Herman.
That made it worse.
Yeah, it really did. I got to ask you, the scene where you smack D'Onofrio in the face a couple of times.
Never touched him. No, I didn't hit him. I didn't hit him at all.
When you watch that, it really comes across as you smacking him in the face.
Vince and I worked on this very hard to slap. When I come across with the right hand, I would just barely tick his nose.
Wow.
And flip the top of his hat with my fingertips. When I come back across the other way, it was.
Well, that's one of the greatest gags ever caught on film, because that looks like you smack him very hard.
Vince was very, very effective on his responses. He's quick and really good. Now, the slap where I slapped Private Joker, I actually had to slap Private Joker and he asked me to.
Oh,
I didn't do it on, he asked me to slap him because he was having a little trouble responding.
Oh, wow. So he needed that.
And so I did slap Private Joker, but only at his request. And I did not slap him very hard.
Right.
I didn't want to break anything. So I did lay hands on Private Joker. However, yes, Private Mr. Vincent D'Onofrio, we worked on that, and Vincent had great reflexes. There was no question about it. Stanley Kubrick was even thought that I actually slapped him.
Wow, really?
Matter of fact, when we got lined up to do the shot, Stanley told me, Lee, I've never seen a fake slap that ever has impressed me. You might have to really slap him.
Smack him.
Vincent looked down on me, and Vince's a big man.
Yeah.
Vince's like 6'5". And he looked down at me and he said, "You better not slap me."
Holy shit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he didn't want to be slapped.
No.
Wow.
Why should he?
Yeah.
We worked on it. I mean, Kubrick, after we did this, we did it one time. And as soon as we finished the slap scene, Kubrick jumped off the camera car and ran up to Vince to find out if he was all right.
Wow.
So do you think it was effective? Yes, of course.
Yeah.
He was right there. And Leon Vitali, who is Stanley Kubrick's right-hand man, was sitting there, and as I came across with the right, he clapped his hands. And when I came back across with the left, he clapped his hands again. So it gave it that sound of flesh on flesh.
That's amazing.
And Kubrick, I don't know, probably went to his grave thinking that I actually slapped Vincent. But
And that was a great way to show left and right, by the way. Very effective.
Very effective way. That's how you should teach your children, left and right.
It never failed. I'm the guy that says, let the little turd touch the stove.
Teach him.
He'll learn something, man. If you sit there and don't touch that stove, well, he's going to be over there screwing with that stove until he drives you nuts. You know that, right?
If he
Let
burns
the little
himself.
shit go ahead and touch it.
I love it.
Yeah. Put your finger in that fan. Go ahead.
Absolutely.
Yeah, sure.
Get into a car with a stranger. It's the only way to learn.
One more thing I wanted to ask you, I was curious about on Apocalypse Now. The helicopter scenes, obviously no CGI back then. Did you ever feel, and you've been in some shit before, but did you ever feel that you were in danger during those filmings? Because it's such an unbelievable, erratic scene with
There's
those
so much
copters
going
and
on.
Demolition going off. And
you always feel that, there's safer places to be. Like playing on the freeway in L.A. or something. I'm a firm believer that I shoot high-powered rifles, right? And I'm a firm believer that the safest damn place in the world to be is on the firing line of a rifle qualification.
Right.
Not if you're one of him.
Because it's all about safety, man. It's all about safety.
This, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's more dangerous driving a car down the freeway in L.A. than it is to be on the rifle range when there's 100 people shooting at the same time.
Absolutely.
I've been trying to convince the anti-gun people that we need to be able to protect ourselves. I feel vulnerable. When I jump on the airplane, I can't carry my handgun.
Exactly.
And now I'm at the mercy of anybody who wants to approach me on the street and try to get cute with me.
I think
I'm at the mercy of those people.
The Second Amendment is very clear. And I don't know how it's been bastardized and twisted around. We should have
the right to keep and bear arms. What part of that do you need
shall
me to explain?
not be infringed.
Exactly.
It says it right there. And we should have the right to protect ourselves in any way, and our family in any way we deem fit, to the best of our abilities. And it really evens the playing ground when you're able to carry a weapon.
He should be able to protect his 19-year-old girls anyway.
In lieu of family, I will say.
Look at Texas. Texas passed a law right to carry, right?
Yes.
Crime went down by 50% overnight.
Yes.
Who's going to approach you on the street and rob you if they think you might be packing?
Legislating against the people that pay attention to the rules does nothing as far as gun safety goes. Because no one that is going to commit a crime with a gun is going to pay attention to how many rounds they allow in a magazine or how many guns you're able to carry on you, where you're able to carry. They don't pay attention to that shit. What they do is they put people in positions where accidentally they can now become criminals by not adhering to the numerous new rules that are put in place. And then you, as a law-abiding citizen, go out with 8 rounds in your magazine instead of the legal 7, and now you're a criminal.
See, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Guns kill.
No! When it's really the simplest thing in the world. You have the right to carry. You have the right to keep and bear firearms.
Exactly.
Shall not be infringed upon.
Shall not be infringed.
That's the only rule we need, isn't
I have never seen a more ill-informed group also than the anti-gun people as far as guns go. They know nothing about guns, about gun mechanics, about gun laws. They are some of the most misinformed people
the
I've
governor
ever
of
spoken
California,
to.
who he wrote the gun law, right?
Believe me, we got Cuomo here. He's just as bad.
This jerk was asked on TV that where do you put the rounds in the magazine that you put in a revolver? This guy
That's
actually
a good question.
thought that a revolver had to have a magazine.
Had a magazine.
He's the guy writing the rules.
They don't understand. There was another woman politician. She was talking about gun control and saying that if people use up all the magazines, there won't be any more magazines to use. She had no clue that you could reload the magazine.
But wait a minute, you have a problem with gun control?
Yeah.
Why? It's not saying get rid of guns. It's saying gun control.
It is, by the way. When they say we're not taking your guns away, they're slowly taking your guns away.
I'm
trying to buy an AR-15 here in New York. What happened? We didn't take your guns away. Yes, you did. You took away my ability.
The latest now thing in California is you're going to have to register your guns.
Yeah.
Each gun. Now I have over 100 guns. It's going to cost you $60 a year. It's going to cost you $60 a year per gun to register your gun.
Wow. Oh, they want money.
So your gun collection, I've got black powder rifles. I don't have an assault weapon at all. I've got old lever actions, old
you like the old
guns
school
with
stuff.
wood, you know?
Right.
And I'm going to have to pay $60 for each
per
of my
gun.
guns.
That's outrageous.
Just in order to own them.
Could you imagine if you
hope your show gets a second season?
Could you imagine if you had to pay in order to speak your mind to somebody, because that's your First Amendment right? It's your Second Amendment right. The way they are infringing on that right is unbelievable. It's against the Constitution.
No, I think guns kill, and you guys know that.
Both sides are extreme on this.
Well, you take away guns, and guns don't kill. I'll tell you, people kill.
Exactly.
So you take away the guns, and you take away the knives. Now, every more murder that we have is going to have his brains bashed in by some kind of a big rock.
Yeah.
Now, how does that sound?
But you're not going to get a mall load of people being hit by that same rock.
And also, too, if you're 20 feet away, that rock is not going to hit you. I'm for guns only because you know what kind of neighborhood I live in.
You know what? If I was in that mall and I had my concealed carry, that there wouldn't be 20 people killed. I will guarantee you there wouldn't be 21.
There have been situations where legal, law-abiding gun owners have thwarted a lot of potentially bad situations. Every day. It's never reported as much as and sensationalized as much as gun crime.
I wanted to bring something up, too.
Yes, sir.
I have a new show coming on.
Yes, of course
it's called Saving Private K-9.
Yes.
And it's going to be on tonight at 8:30.
That's right. And I think
I'd put that out there.
On the Sportsman Channel, and you made a good point today about the Jews and what they've done wrong. Thank you very much.
I don't think anybody said that.
The Jews get involved here.
I have no idea, sir. I apologize for any misstatements made by this crew in here. Terrible.
All right, let's get Arlie out of here.
Arlie, thank you so
Tonight,
much.
Sportsman Channel, 8:30.
Always a pleasure.
Got to be heading out. Guys, it is a pleasure. It always is a pleasure. I'm glad you were obviously watching Fox and Friends this morning and spotted
There it is, right there.
We saw you there. Said, get him up here.
Knew I was in town. You know what happens, don't you? When I open a new show like this, or anybody does, the people who are in charge of getting publicity out there makes phone calls. They call everybody. Of course, your producer introduces it or grabs it, or somebody out in the front office, and all they can say is, "Nah, looking at the list here, they're all booked up this Thursday," and so you guys never even know I'm in town. Or
probably happens like that, sure. And then we see you on TV.
Yeah,
we know you're across the street. Get him over
and
here.
we're never booked up.
But thank God you did see me on TV, and God bless it.
All right,
God
bless you, sir.
Until next time.
Until next time.
American. Thank you.
Thank you.
The Opie and Anthony Show is back on Sirius XM.
Wow. Pack him in.
Shut up. You're on the air. Jesus, Voss has no instinct.
There's no instinct.
No instinct. He sees us putting our headphones on and he just blathers on.
I'm sorry. I'm looking at Anthony, who doesn't have his headphones, and he's...
I was chatting with Rich.
Yeah. All right. Arlie Ermey was great. Arlie Ermey.
We've always had fun when that guy comes on.
I forgot how much fun he is and how entertaining he is. There were so many people.
What was fun was the fucking shit these guys.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, I think I was accused of sucking a cock 11 times, and that was only by my own subconscious.
Accused is when you don't think you've done it.
I know, Rich. That's why I said my subconscious.
Oh, boy. That's why the word subconscious is used
Anthony
there.
got a souvenir, and he was so excited.
What'd you get?
Arlie came on his foot.
One of Arlie's challenge coins that he gave me.
He gave us those last time.
I don't have one.
It's
I lost mine.
It's his own. See, but this one it's his own. It's this one is mine, and it says Arlie Ermey on the front. It's got a little image of him, and then on the back, I guess he got together with Glock.
Really?
And he's got a couple of Glock things. So
all right, we got a big star on the line
was
here.
oh boy,
big star that was calling in during the Arlie Ermey.
Colin,
who's it? Dane Cook.
Kevin Hart.
What's going on, guys?
Hey, Kevin. We got Keith Robinson in studio, Rich Vos, and of course me, Anthony, and Jim Norton. How are you, bud?
We got to do this quick before his calling card goes out.
What old product are y'all promoting? With Keith Robinson and Rich Vos, that stinks.
Look, we got Monique's hood ornament on the line.
Wow. What the hell?
Vos is still doing one-liners that need a drum behind.
Okay. And Keith is here to play that drum. With his hands.
He is so racist.
You're vicious.
Vos is completely
That's
racist.
coming from me.
Is it harder when you talk to the less successful guys like Voss and they get like?
No, it's so much harder because I have to dull it down. I have to act like I'm doing nothing. Hey, guys, got off the train.
Voss is about to sell his DVD for the 7th straight year.
No, it's not a DVD. It's a movie.
All right, a movie.
We made a movie, and we're signing the deal today. We're signing the deal today.
Good for you.
Anybody else would try to tease you right now, I'm going to take the opposite road, Voss. I'm happy for you.
Thank you.
I'm proud of you, Voss. That's awesome. That's amazing, man.
Thank you.
That was a pat on the head from a guy making millions. How does that
I don't care if this fucker's making millions. I got him into Caroline's, and I threw phone books at him. So
That's
he
right.
can go fuck
and then
himself.
he bought it and had you kicked out.
Keith, have you been talking about your special, Keith? Get down to business. Have you been letting people know what you're about to do, how big this is for you? Are you sitting there talking to Voss and Jim as if everything is fine and you got nothing to talk about?
Whoa, who the hell are you talking to?
I'll tell you who he's talking to. He's talking to you, stupid. Now answer him.
He's talking to the guy he's financing.
Well, Mr. Hart, here's how things are going.
That's right. Chase Manhattan asked you a question.
Jesus Christ. And you get my dry cleaning.
Oh, do you know how much I love this?
No, listen, y'all leave my old fella alone. Man. Right now, I'm excited for Keith. This is huge. Keith is doing the special, and I'm making sure that it's done the right way. I don't know if you guys have seen my specials, but they've been quite amazing.
Oh, yeah. I was here to promote your specials. I watched him to keep from coming.
Yeah.
The question is, why are you jerking off with them on to begin with?
Because he's adorable.
He's adorable.
Yeah. As much as I really can't stomach Keith, I am happy that this. I think this is going to be great, man. And fans should get tickets. You can go to. I guess what are they on Ticketmaster for the Gramercy? May 30th.
2 weeks from Friday.
2 weeks from Friday here in New York. Very easy to get to. Keith is and I tweeted this. Is a great comic and a horrible person. Yeah. And I think that's the best description of Keith
Man, I fell on stage, man.
Oh, that fall is great.
Hey, did you see that video I tweeted of Keith falling on stage?
Oh, first of all, Jay sent it to me immediately after it happened. The funny thing is how he pops up as if nothing happened.
Yeah. Fucking old vaudeville act.
Yeah, jumped up, crazy shit going on.
Jimmy couldn't show it to enough people.
Oh, it was like the Zapruder film. I showed it to everyone frame by frame analysis.
That bitch Amy Schumer, you could see her in the background from the reflection filming it.
She sent it to me.
Yes.
Nothing would make me laugh harder than at this special if it's all lights, camera action, and Keith came out and fell.
That just would be sad. That just means I'm just old.
No,
I find out it's a problem. Some kind of muscular dystrophy.
Don't worry, the numbers will fall.
But imagine, Voss, what do you have to get mean?
You're the meanest fucking humans.
We're trying to pick our friend up. We're thinking about him falling.
Push this for him.
Pick him up. Jesus Christ, a backhoe couldn't pick him up.
What would be great is if Keith fell and one of his teeth came out, and that's unfixable in the moment. Oh, shit. You had to cancel the whole thing because you had to get. I'm just saying, if you happen to fall.
Jesus Christ. Man, this is not what this is supposed to be about, man.
Jim.
What's that?
That was going to be bad. It was taking too long.
Yeah, well, I was trying to paint a picture.
He's doing fucking spoken word.
Yes, that's what comedy is, you dope. You should
try that in life, Rich.
Oh shit!
It's just an angry room.
It's brutal.
But I'm never more comfortable than with this.
Yes.
Than just fucking guys being mean to each other. It brings me a feeling of joy.
It feels great.
It's absolute love.
It really does.
It's like home life.
Jim and Rich, here's my question to y'all. What is the over and under on Keith wearing the suit? What is Keith wearing for the
Gonna do it?
Yeah, what are you wearing,
a suit. I'm not going to wear a cut-off shirt.
He's going to look like a background singer for the Spinners.
Nobody knows the Spinners. Update your references.
Exactly.
That's a new band to Rich.
Yes.
It's not a band. It's a singing group. You fucking
it's
white
still a
racist.
band.
Shut up.
Leave alone.
Keith doesn't have to call himself Cedric the non-entertainer.
Oh shit!
I'm wearing a rust suit, a rust-colored suit.
Come out as no talent.
Come on, man. Can we?
Somebody give Voss a light.
That's right. Look at 1 out of 3.
Yes.
Wrap it up, Voss.
Yes. You're getting the light, and I wish it was the white one. Because that'd mean you're dead.
The one on the guard tower.
Or a train. Give Voss the 2 lights coming at him quickly.
This is beautiful ignorance. This is beautiful ignorance. First thing in the morning.
We had Seth Rogen, and he said you guys are doing the first cop buddy movie, which sounds really funny.
Yeah, we're doing the first ever black and white tandem.
It's not the first
ever black and white partnership.
No, the first coupling of a black and a white cop.
Yeah, it's a historical piece
taking place in the 40s, I believe.
Oh, this is a real true story.
Yeah, it's real. Me and Seth about to. Yes, Keith, it's real. What do you mean a true story?
Is it a true story?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know.
We're doing a movie together.
How did that?
It's true that they're doing a movie together.
Oh, aren't you doing a movie called Check Cashing?
No, Voss. That's something you would do.
Okay, I'm just asking. That's what I
check
heard.
bouncing is what Voss would do.
No movie called Check Cashing. And you know what, guys? I don't want to turn this into a Kevin Hart conversation because we'll be talking about me all day.
Oh, sweet guy. Hang up on him. Hang the damn phone up.
I'm going to talk about Keith.
Are you
my friend Keith Robinson and him taping a special. That's what this is about, Keith. This is about you, baby. I'm here for you, man.
That's true. Kevin's being very generous, saying, look, let's not talk about me because it will just overshadow my poor older gentleman friend.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Wow, Keith.
I mean, he's right, but Jesus Christ.
What, are you really going to wear a suit?
Yes, I'm wearing a damn suit.
Yes. What do you mean?
A nice...
Steve Harvey wears a suit.
Oh, my.
Wow, we already been through that with Cedric. Stop trying to be serious now.
I'm helping you.
I'm racist.
Yeah.
That's not racist.
You are racist.
Yeah,
I'm far from racist. I grew up in an all-Negro neighborhood.
I don't see color in my neighborhood.
I don't. People are people. I'm not a big
see color in my neighborhood. Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of Arabs.
Listen, I would tell Voss to stop because he's going to affect his fan base, but Voss doesn't have one.
Hold on. Are you implying that in all these years, Rich is pretty much a pile of nothing?
Pretty much. Rich, here's the only thing that upsets me about Rich. He's still trying to make it. That's the only thing that...
Shut up and let us laugh, Rich.
That's the thing that pisses me off about Rich. He's still working out. He's still using different type of face creams.
Yes, some would call it cum.
Oh, shit.
Just goes on. I've never met a cum joke I didn't like.
Or taste.
Holy fuck.
And I miss you guys. I'm gonna say it. I get emotional, man. I miss my friends, guys.
Oh, my God.
I really do. I miss the table, man.
Do you know how...
You know what? Kev is really infuriating.
Oh, I know. He's totally
I can't
close.
wait till his belly gets big. And they boot him out of Hollywood with a little ball. He starts to bald.
Yeah, a little bald spot. He's like fucking Frankie Lyman in the 70s.
Yeah, you guys are going to be pissed off when you see me on the cover of Men's Fitness with abs.
Yeah.
Right.
Shit.
Are you on the cover of Men's Fitness?
I'm about to be.
Oh, I hate that magazine. It was, it was depressing. As I saw you, I want to say it was 2 billboards in a row for different films.
Wow.
Oh, it was on 10th Avenue. It was for, I think, About Last Night. And the movie that's still
Ride Along.
Yeah, and you know what? It might
one
have
of them had to be Ride Along.
There was something for fucking the Stallone movie too.
It was Grudge Match, About Last Night, Ride Along.
Wow.
How much did Ride Along make? That made over 100 million, right?
130 million.
Ride Along is at no, actually we're at like 152 worldwide right now.
Yeah, that's a bomb for a comedy.
Motherfucking Q.
152.
Wow.
And you know, June 20th we got Think Like a Man 2 coming out, but I don't want to plug.
Well. How about May 30th? What's coming out?
May 30th.
Keith Robinson, Back of the Bus Funny. That's what it's called. Back of the Bus Funny.
7 p.m., 10 p.m.
What you say?
Keith Robinson, Gramercy Theater, New York, May 30th, taping 2 shows, 7 p.m., 10 p.m. And Keith, not only am I coming, but I'm coming to watch. I'm a fan. This is going to be huge. By far, the reason for me being successul is Keith Robinson.
Wow.
There we go.
God
Keith
damn.
Robinson.
After you said that, the sound that you should have heard was a gunshot. Keith.
I'm going on record. Keith Robinson is responsible for my success, people.
Why? Because he gave you a ride up here from Philly?
Hey, man, Keith did a lot more than that, boss. I'm going to tell you what he did.
What?
Me and Keith, our first time coming to New York, we saw you perform, and he said, don't do that.
What, you seen Voss on stage slobbering? Where the black women at?
Yeah. I said, oh, man, and boss, I thought you were great. I said, that guy's killing. He's funny. Keith said, no, do the complete opposite.
Yeah. Did you know what it was, or did you think it was a Mr. Ed traveling show? Sorry, boss. I didn't mean to make fun of you.
Really? For what, the last 10 years?
Wow.
It's going to be huge, man.
Yeah.
It's good talking to you too, Jim. I didn't trash you enough. I didn't trash you at all this trip.
Jim is in shape right now,
Yeah,
man.
what's there to
Jim's
trash?
looking good.
I told
good.
Kevin one of the reasons I started getting in shape was when he walked in. I hadn't seen him in a while, and he just looked at me and went, "Your face is getting fat." And I'm like, "Oh,
I didn't even say hi."
No,
that is a high. Yeah.
But it was like such a real response. I'm like, "Ooh, I really am getting fucking fat."
I just attacked his weight. I told you I did the same thing to Bobby. I saw Bobby at the airport one time, and his stomach was like he looked
Still
like
the same.
Yeah, that
It
didn't
did
work
nothing
for him.
for him.
It
Nothing
didn't
for Bob.
take. No.
He's on that diet. He's doing all right.
Is he?
What's that?
He's
Two
dropped
pies
7
a day.
He's dropped maybe 7 pounds in the last 4 months.
Listen, I didn't even say a word to Bobby. Bobby said, "Hey, Kev." I said, "Ugh."
Hey, did you and Mike Epps make up? Why is he fucking with you on Twitter?
What happened
I
there?
have no idea. Mike, that's Mike. Mike, one minute is happy, next minute he's sad. Me and Mike talk. We put it behind us, but I don't have time to deal with that stuff, guys. I'm focused on being successful and accomplishing goals. I don't get into
How's that going
man.
for you?
Well, that was working.
What are you, fucking Tony Robbins?
Fucking good.
Tony Robbins. He did give a Tony Robbins response.
Geez, yeah, he should. He's got Tony Robbins money. What are you doing? Fucking selling Amway? Let's go. Jesus Christ.
Give us the inside scoop.
Yeah. Fucking Mr. Fucking Positive Gandhi. Shut the fuck up.
Around the room with a headset mic on.
It's called being politically correct and knowing how to stay a winner. And Voss, if you would listen to me, I want to talk to you because I think I figured out why you're not making it.
Are you gonna like implant a funny bone into him?
Right up his ass.
I think when you got your teeth is when it went all bad.
When I got my new teeth?
I think you should have stuck with the original. When you got the new teeth, your speech went sideways. Your jokes didn't hit the way they used to.
First of all, I'm at the killing.
Shut up, Daffy Duck.
Fucking Jesus Christ, you successful venereal award.
Voss was preparing for you. I got to prepare. Kevin's going to come on. I don't want him to get me.
I didn't have enough time.
And the funny part, here's the greatest part of stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
The 3 biggest fucking failures in the business are yelling at the guy who does arenas. Fuck your positive attitude.
like we're doing fucking morning radio and it's going on our resume. Shut up. This is the first thing on our resume. They had to talk him into calling in.
Isn't that the truth?
Fucking horrible.
You don't want us to be your only point on your resume.
Oh, Jesus.
God damn it. It should start with Hurt on Opie and Anthony and then not end with that.
I've seen him at.
We're flattered that we're mentioned, but it should be a whole list.
That's Jim's introduction.
It is. You might know him from
the meatpacking district.
I haven't heard anything about this Keith Robinson special, though. I got to be honest with you.
Wow, man.
I wonder what Keith's going to start talking about.
It. Well, funny you should mention it, man.
Yeah.
May 30th, Back of the Bus Funny, Keith Robinson.
That's
what it is.
Where'd you get the name?
Back of the Bus. That's where all the things go on at. Everything in the back of the bus.
That's where the cool shit happens, the funny shit.
Yeah, the cool girls, the thugs. Right in the back.
Yeah, yeah.
All the guys reading Wall Street Journal and Business Today up front. Now, that movers and shakers now, but still, we still have fun.
But you still having a good time.
They're the guys who gave you the special. We use your theory in that fucking documentary, The Back of the Bus, and we show a bus. Keith's theory is the best.
Did you give him credit for that?
Yeah, we say Keith Robinson's theory, The Back of the Bus.
Right, yeah, that's what it is. I may sue y'all.
Guess what you signed, stupid?
Wait, I signed something? Yeah. What am I, a 50s boxer?
I don't know how many times they heard that. Guess what you signed, stupid? Oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck.
That is bad.
Yeah.
Rich.
Anyway.
Yeah. All right.
I'm happy for you, man. I really am. For Keith. I'm really happy for Keith.
Yeah.
People, don't let this go by without you being a part of it. Get your tickets now. Go to Ticketmaster, Gramercy Theater, May 30th. 2 shows, 7 p.m., 10 p.m. Keith Robinson, Back of the Bus special, being taped, being done right. This is going to be
what I'm talking about, man. Come on, give young Don King a hand. How about
That's right.
He really does know how to promote.
Yeah, he certainly does.
What a promoter.
That was concise right there.
Yeah, I'm just, and that thing about us doing a movie together, I mean, I'm in for it, Kev.
Oh.
That's the positive thinking. I feel it's good.
Yeah. It's called Tranny Hunter.
Exactly. Yes. A man lost his, what would I have lost? The punchline was going to be and used his mouth, but I ran out of fucking
humor.
setup.
Hey, Kev, if you're in town next Tuesday, we're doing our live podcast at the Village Underground. My Wife Hates Me with Jim Norton as our marriage counselor next Tuesday. If you're in town,
you know what? Honestly, I'm not, but I'm gonna be in there in 2 weeks. I'll come by. I'll come by if it's something you guys are doing.
Someday, I know you're too big. All you have to do for me in life to repay me for getting you into Caroline's is when our movie comes out, just tweet it one time, and then we're cool. That's it.
You know what, Voss? For you, that is done. And I'll do it more than one time, Voss. I'll make sure the people are aware of it.
Oh, you are a team player.
That's for you, Voss. You don't even have to worry about it.
Why would you ask him to do that?
Because I was going to
ask him to do something.
yeah, but you can't touch his cock over the phone.
Rich, why? Why does it have to be a gay joke?
Listen,
listen, a racial gay joke, Rich?
All I know is...
We hit that quarter 2 hours ago.
My pal, Kevin Hart, said he would tweet, and that's all I need in life. Thank you.
That's right.
I got you, man.
He likes you because you're the only comic he's taller than. That's right, shrimp, you heard me.
We're going to tweet it too, Rich.
Huh?
Yeah, we're going to tweet it.
Yeah, I'm happy about that. I'm happy you're involved. I'm happy everybody's involved.
I'm going to tweet it too.
Yeah, good.
Here's the good news.
Good. Because
here's the good news. With Voss's and Keith and Norton's tweets, that's about that totals up to my comments.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
That's just too much. Now you're bullying now. Now you're trying to be a bully.
Good when they're down. Good one, Kev.
Jesus.
Oh, wow.
That was just hurtful and mean.
Yeah, it was very mean.
Fairly accurate.
Yeah. Sucks when it's accurate. Fuck.
I could love it.
You tweeted about about Sterling and how annoyed. You won't go back to a Clippers game. You know a lot of those guys, right?
No, I'm not going back. I know all of them. I know every single last one of them. Until he's out, I'm definitely not going back.
What is like? Because you know the players. I don't know these guys. What is their thing on it? Like they just disgusted with this guy and they want him gone.
Of course, it's a tough situation for them as well as the coach. But at the end of the day, you don't work hard to get to a place in life to, over something that you have no control of at that point. Like if they weren't this deep in the season, it would be completely different. Right. They put themselves in position to win a championship, and now that dream becomes a reality. So they're going to execute their goals, and if they don't, next season is when they deal with him and his problem. But I definitely don't see a lot of players coming back if Diamond Sterling is still in that position.
Right. Well, they're talking about not showing up for next season. I think LeBron James had mentioned something about it.
Yeah, a lot of players it's going to be a tough stand. The NBA will not be able to function if Donald Sterling is still in office. I can guarantee that.
So, Kevin, if it was earlier in the season, you think these guys would have stopped playing for him?
Yeah,
wow.
For sure.
Wow.
For sure. And it was also a thing where when they had the meeting and Adam Silver was supposed to make the announcement, if something harsh wasn't happening to Donald Sterling, the players were going to boycott that game.
Yeah, I heard that too, that they had been talking about that. And the NBA was in a really, especially when Obama mentioned Adam Silver, and he didn't say get rid of this guy, but you knew what he was saying. That's a really tough position for the fucking commissioner to be put in.
Well, it's more than tough, but I think for Adam Silver, it's coming in with the bang for him because he handled the situation correctly, and now players have a different level of respect for him, especially players of color, any minority, because he stood up and did what was right. And right now, I think all the other owners are in a position where they have to do the same thing because there is no business in the NBA with a man like that in the office.
With the NBA, when you say players of color, you could just say players.
Yeah.
Hey, do you play, like we used to play ball at the end of the night, and Kevin is he is fucking really good in basketball.
He said he would tweet.
He said he would.
Relax.
I know. I want to ask him. This is serious. Calm down. Do you play with these guys? I know you hang out with them. Do you play ball with them?
No. For what? For me to mess up their game? No. I play a little bit with my kids and stuff. I don't play as much as I used to anymore. I'm getting old, fellas. Not your kind of old. I'm getting cool people old. Just old enough where it's all right for me to say I don't want to do that. I'm not like my back doesn't hurt like you guys. Or my knees. I'm fine.
Do you know Obama? Have you met Obama?
Mm-hmm. That's my guy. I call him Obeezy. Yeah.
You know what? I met Obama before you.
Maybe you have, but does he remember you?
No. Neither is the crowd from last night.
I met him and Michelle several times. I was also a person who, donated to his campaign and done several things. Keith, that's the thing with me.
Voss met Nixon, so...
Golfed with him.
Play some golf.
Yeah. All right.
Let's finish with you.
Promote
take my kids to school. I'm done with you.
Promote the Keith special is live taping May 30th here in the city.
Theater.
Yes, go to Ticketmaster.
Two shows, people, 7 p.m., 10 p.m. Go to Ticketmaster. This will not just be a show, it will be an event. This is Keith Robinson, people. Now, yes, you may not know the name. You may not know the name. Let me tell you something, people. You will, after he has done this taping, you will remember and you will laugh. Keith Robinson, a.k.a. the reason why I am where I am today. The man knows comedy, and he does it very well. 2 shows, Gramercy Theater, 7 p.m., 10 p.m. Go check it out. It's gonna be dope.
See you later, Kevin. Thank you, Kevin.
Wow.
Kevin Hart, everyone.
Look at this.
All right.
I'll see you.
Got Kevin Hart promoting your show?
Yeah, he's producing it. He's
producing. I figured that out, Jim. Thanks.
I don't know why I said that. Mr. Inside Showbiz, I am.
He's really good. The only thing he got wrong, he said, you may not know Keith.
Oh.
Say the rest of it, man.
Yeah, Rich. Why
Fill
do you
in the blank.
Why do you take a knee stand?
How much fun all the time, boss.
How much fun? Listen.
Why do you blow out Keith's candle so yours will shine brighter? Let Keith's flickering candle shine.
It is flickering. I think I put it out when I fell. The candle's out.
Oh my God. How much fun did we used to have sitting outside Boston Comedy Club till 4 in the morning? It was us three, Kev, Patrice, and people would sit upstairs and yell out their window to shut up. We would just sit out there all morning.
Why would they say shut up? Do they understand what was going on below them?
Well, they had to work in the morning. It was like 3 o'clock on a Tuesday.
Exactly.
We couldn't. We would start the trashing in the cellar, and then walk a block and stop and trash each other. Then we get another block, and we couldn't get to our cars without hours of just fucking trashing each other. It was. You can't. Billy Burr came. I can just tell the story. We've told it a million times. Billy Burr came into the cellar one night and said, "I'm going to the Yankee Met World Series game." And we go, how'd you get tickets? World Series game. We go, how'd you get tickets? He said, these guys are doing a bus trip, and I'm going to do a show on their bus for free. We fucking smashed Billy. I'm telling you, sweat was pouring out.
Someone told me I'm the one who tattled on him. I think Bill told me I'm the one who snitched on him. I don't remember. Because he offered me the gig, and I couldn't do it.
It was so brutal. It was like someone threw fucking blood into a Shark Tank. Like Patrice's eyes lit up when he said that. Let me tell you something. Kevin is big.
I love to have heard that.
It's so funny with comics. As big as you get, Kevin, you can't get any bigger. You'll never forget those nights that we fucking smashed each other.
Stop hoping.
He's forgotten them.
Oh, it's over.
Yeah, a $150 million movie makes you forget those nights. Now, Gregg holds on to those nights, and the guy's still doing it.
3 movie billboards in a row are very distracting.
Yeah, very distracting.
When you're waxing fantastic
Exactly.
things.
If you're still doing the McDougal Street strut.
You know what makes you forget those nights? Dinner with De Niro makes you forget those nights.
I guess shaking hands with the president.
Yeah, makes you forget when Vos called you a short stuff on fucking West 3rd at 2 in the morning.
Pushes those memories right out.
Oh, it does.
Let me tell you a little
Goodbye.
story.
Yeah, the memories of your witticisms were fucking forced out like a bad burrito.
I got great news. We're going to follow up to Kevin Hart, believe it or not. With something
Really?
just as good, yes.
Oh, it's got to be Colin.
Hi.
No, it's not.
Oh, Christ.
Say it's Diana.
There you go. We should take a break, though.
Wait, can I
Keith
get
Robinson is here. Rich? Yes, Rich.
Next Tuesday at the Village Underground.
That'll sell out. What are you worried about?
Live podcast with
It's going to
Norrin.
sell out. It'll be fine.
Well, this weekend we had to sell out at the Arlington Cinema Draft House. Me and Bonnie. People don't have a chance to see Bonnie perform that much. She doesn't go out.
She's great.
She kills.
She's great.
She killed on the Patrice benefit. I'm telling you, it's a great show. The Arlington Cinema Draft House.
All right.
And I have a plug too. I have the Just for Laughs Comedy Festival in Montreal, Thursday the 24th. I'm doing the keynote speech at the Hyatt. And then the 26th, I have a midnight show at the Gisu Theater, hahaha.com. And of course, Keith, May 30th here in New York. 2 shows.
Thank you.
Attention college students. Are you having trouble punching up that term paper?
Yeah, my professor is killing me.
Need to doctor your dissertation?
Oh man, would I ever?
Impress your professors with a flurry of words from the new Vossipedia Online.
Awesome!
Simply type in your question and Vossipedia spits out the appropriate terminology.
What's the capital of Georgia?
Alana.
Wow, it's so easy. Man, I can't remember the name of the U.S. prison in Cuba.
Guantanamo Bay.
Oh, that's right.
Vossipedia Online is the most useful research tool since the paperweight.
What's the name of that mountain with the president's faces?
Mountain in Rushmore.
Oh man, I'm a fucking idiot, of course. What festivity is celebrated with booze and muggings in New Orleans?
Mardi Gras.
Here comes another
Stutter, stammer, and slobber your way through college with helpful hints from Vossipedia Online.
What does IQ stand for?
Intellectual quiz.
Man, this is a lifesaver. Thanks, Vossipedia.
The Opie and Anthony Show is back on Sirius XM.
All right, we're back. We got Keith Robinson, Rich Vos in studio. Tomorrow, by the way, we're going to do the Super Show with Colin Quinn.
Oh, man, we got Colin.
Yeah.
Was that a fake Lady Di account saying that she couldn't make it tomorrow?
Probably.
Or did you fucking beat her into submission?
No, I had to call her last night, and we have to have our intern pick her up at her house. Because Bill won't give her money for the train.
Oh, Christ almighty.
We go from Kevin Hart to Lady Di.
Yeah.
She's not on the line now.
From Kevin Hart to Clogged Hart.
Oh, I'm not a Clark Hart. What are you talking
shut
about?
up.
You fucking
Oh, this is just going to bring everything down.
This is the sadness of our careers.
Under her.
Guys,
We feel like we're finally making a move, and then, of course, right back down to reality. We get Kevin Hart every once in a while, Lady Di every fucking day.
You know what this is? This is self-hatred. Doing this.
Is it?
Yeah.
by the way, hi, Rich. Hi, Keith.
Go.
Hey, how you
Look
doing?
at that.
They don't even know you.
Saying hi.
They don't know who you are. You coming tomorrow?
Vos knows who I am.
She hasn't
Well,
come in
Vos
20
knows.
years.
Kevin, just picture every white chick that a black guy would go out with. That's what she looks like.
Only
Kevin's gone. I'm Keith.
Only a little, only a little better.
God damn it.
What I'm trying to say is Rich Vos knows who I am.
No, I don't.
Well, she says that like she has an experience with you.
Right.
I have a question about the Super Show.
Yes, Sam.
Are you guys willing to pay any of the guests?
No.
What?
No.
There's
what
one
the
guess.
fuck do you think we're paying?
Wait, there's one guest holding out for money?
Yeah.
Let me guess.
Why do you look like you should be on that show, True?
What?
Show is
Yeah, you guys don't get it.
All I
That's a good reference.
come home.
I don't know what that is.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
Forget it.
Who wants to get paid?
Who do you think?
Or maybe I said the name wrong.
We're not talking. You can't figure out when you're being talked to?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
They're asking to get paid to be on the show?
Somebody is, yes.
No, I don't.
You don't know when someone is talking to you?
We're not talking to you.
At this moment.
Okay. All right. Then
Have you ever been part of a group conversation ever in your life?
She is a group conversation.
circle jerk.
I'm not talking to you. Who wants to get paid, Sam Roberts?
Sandy.
Sandy Kane.
Sandy Kane.
Paid.
I had her on the phone yesterday afternoon, and she said, "All right, I'll do it."
I need
said,
money, man. I need money, man.
Are you fucking kidding me?
You know how much she wants?
He wants to get paid.
She wants $1,000.
$1,000.
Wow.
That's what I make in Times Square, baby. That's what I make.
Fucking pig.
That's a lot to ask for.
Yeah,
Jimmy, I was just telling everyone how sad our careers are. We go from Kevin Hart back to reality with this fucking.
Yeah, we should just hang up on it. What are we doing with this fucking monster? This is not an accident. This is on purpose. This isn't fate. Shut up. What are we doing?
Well, we were promoting the Super Show, which is
it'll be
happening
on tomorrow. Tune in. Goodbye, Fatso. There you go. What the fuck are we doing?
Half the audience just turned their radio off when he said that.
It's their new goodbye. Right.
Oh, she's just going to contribute nothing. It's the same babble.
Yes. No, we were going over the whole Super Show. We were talking about how
cool.
we're talking about how Sandy Kane wants to get paid $1,000 tomorrow.
Yes.
Are you willing to pay?
No, we covered that. All right, she'll leave how much she wants. Who gives a fuck? Colin will be here. This fucking Di will be here. A few others will be here.
Red carpet?
Listen, yeah,
We
red
will
carpet.
have a red
Cool.
carpet.
Nice.
We'll cover it tomorrow morning.
Said he's going to be there?
Yeah, good. You keep plugging away. Fantastic. Goodbye. Thanks.
Okay.
Done. We don't need to do a promo show for the fucking Super Show. It's tomorrow. We got it. What are we doing?
I love it.
It's like we're just we can't help ourselves.
It's
That's what I said. It's
self-flagellation.
It fucking is. I said it to him. I go,
What are we afraid of having a good show? Like, we don't know what to do with it. We had the biggest comedian in Hollywood right now call in.
Yes.
We're having a
The
great
biggest
show,
civilian.
having a great time, and then all of a sudden, you know what? This is going too well.
Yes.
Let's just ruin the listening experience.
There's an iceberg.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, hold on.
so
We got Bobo on the phone.
Oh, we do?
Opie would have taken that call in a second.
But it's like we all have like little home bases we like to touch.
Right.
But talk about the apron strings, we're strangling ourselves with them. What the fuck are we doing?
Yeah. Well, Lady Di, we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, be well. Stay safe and stay alive till tomorrow. Take care.
But did she get something to wear? Did you get something?
No, I have
Surprise us. Surprise us. Gives a fuck. It's not entertaining for anybody. What are you doing? Who cares?
Tonight, wear a radio in the bathtub.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow in your
right.
gown.
Yeah, that's it.
All right?
Dress pants and a dress shirt.
Whatever you wear, who cares? God bless you. We're a clan hood. I don't care what you wear. Show up or don't, Piggy. It's up to you. I don't give a fuck. My money doesn't go up or down if you're here. See you tomorrow or I won't. Surprise me.
I will show up.
I'm sure you will. God bless.
All right, you too. Bye.
If the sidewalk is cracked in the morning, I'll know she showed up.
Look, there's the black distended liver. Pass it around.
Sam?
Yeah.
That's it?
That's it.
All right.
Yeah,
It'll be a
it's
good
going
show
down.
tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, well.
It's not going to be today's show.
No, it won't.
Oh, no, it won't.
No, it won't.
We're bigger than Lady Di.
We're bigger than U.S. lawn.
Yeah, don't come to the farm.
Oh, God, is that funny?
I love a good Hyman Roth improv.
Oh, sure.
Wow, look at that fucking memorial, man. That place is amazing.
Yeah, we were talking about that this morning.
Oh, yeah.
I guess Obama's speaking at the
Now.
9/11 Memorial Museum.
Oh, it's going on now.
The dedication. That's it.
Oh, that's the wall.
Here's something Keith's not used to.
Who's Keith?
Applaud.
Keith. Oh,
Keith's not used to
Bloomberg.
applaud.
Keith isn't used to applaud.
Honored guests.
It's like a child.
Families of the fallen. In those awful moments, after the South Tower was hit, some of the injured huddled in the wreckage of the 78th floor. The fires were spreading. The air was filled with smoke. It was dark, and they could barely see. It seemed as if there was no way out. And then there came a voice.
Christie, Cuomo, Bloomberg,
Clear.
all the stars.
Calm.
Stars are there.
Yep.
Saying he had found the stairs. A young man in his 20s, strong.
That man was Mo Green.
Emerged from the smoke, and over his nose and his mouth, he wore a red handkerchief.
I didn't ask any questions. I knew it
He
was
called
business.
for fire extinguishers to fight back the flames. He tended to the wounded.
Yeah.
He led those survivors down the stairs to safety and carried a woman on his shoulders down 17 flights.
Oh, dedication.
Then he went back up all those flights, then back down again, bringing more wounded to safety.
Oh, Bill Clinton, Hillary.
Until that moment when the tower fell. They didn't know his name. They didn't know where he came from.
Sounds like Rich.
But they knew their lives
from.
had been saved by the man in the red bandana. Again, Mayor Bloomberg, distinguished guests, Mayor de Blasio, Governors Christie and Cuomo, and the families and survivors of that day. To all those who responded with such courage, on behalf of Michelle and myself and the American people,
why didn't you mention Bill and Hillary?
It is an honor for us to join.
Giuliani.
Yeah,
how about Giuliani?
Well, they probably just mentioned New York.
To recall and to reflect. But above all, to reaffirm the true spirit.
Why wouldn't Giuliani be
of
there?
9/11?
He's there.
Maybe he is.
Well, then why wouldn't he say anything?
Maybe just oversight.
Compassion, sacrifice, and to enshrine it forever in the heart of our nation.
Yeah,
Michelle and I just had the opportunity to join with others on a visit with some of the survivors and families, men and women who inspire us all, and we had a chance to visit some of the exhibits. And I think all who come here will find it to be a profound and moving experience. I want to express our deep gratitude to everybody who was involved in this great undertaking, for bringing us to this day, for giving us this sacred place of healing.
You're going to go down there when it opens, Jim?
Yeah, I think so, man. I think so.
Here,
I'll give it a
this
little time,
memorial,
but I do want to go.
Yeah.
This museum, we come together. We stand in the footprints of two mighty towers, graced by the rush of eternal waters. We look into the faces of nearly 3,000 innocent souls, men and women and children of every race, every creed, from every corner of the world. And we can
some of the
touch their
foundation?
names
That was the wall that
and hear
separated
their
the
voices.
water. What do they called it?
Glimpse the small
tub
items
thing.
Yeah.
that speak to the beauty of their lives.
It's gigantic.
A wedding ring, a dusty helmet, a shining badge. Here, we tell their story so that generations yet unborn will never forget. Of co-workers who led others to safety the passengers who stormed the cockpit, our men and women in uniform who rushed into an inferno, our first responders who charged up those stairs, a generation of service members, our 9/11 generation, who have served with honor in more than a decade of war.
I always wondered what like a decade after
A nation that stands
like,
tall
you know?
and united
10, 12,
and
13
unafraid.
years after.
Because no act of terror can match the strength or the character.
I actually
of our
thought this
country.
would have been done a lot sooner, you know?
It's just typical fucking
the Great
bureaucracy
Wall,
and too many people
and
making
bedrock that
decisions.
embraces today.
13 years later, the museum goes up.
Nothing
13 years.
can ever
The
break
building's
us.
not even finished.
Yeah.
Nothing can change who we are as Americans.
It should have been done in 5 years, that whole area.
Right. Yeah.
On that September
Towers
morning,
themselves were built in
Yeah.
like 5
Allison
years, was it? Not even?
Crowther lost her son Wells.
Yeah, this is just
Yeah.
Months later,
Wow, man. Jeez.
Yeah. Have you seen that documentary on
hold
the
on to your
lady?
hats, kids.
Right.
Yeah, this is somehow going to tie into nothing.
Have you seen that documentary on the lady that said she was there when it happened?
Oh, that fucking
and she wasn't.
pig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
She was a liar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
she was
lied.
a liar. That,
She,
yeah,
she lied. She was like with all the fucking victims groups and stuff.
Yeah.
And she
Yes.
was,
Yeah.
What was
And
her
she was
name?
a head of a victims group.
Yes.
What a fucking...
Said she was supposed to marry somebody that died in the
What
the
a fat
tower.
pig.
Was it Lady Di?
Yeah.
Fat pig.
Well, that's sad. That's
shit.
sad. And you know, it
Looks like Obama was ready to freaking start
Yeah, he's an emotional guy.
Yeah.
He can, once
crying
in a
there.
while,
Is
he's-
he? Well, I'm
Yes.
sure he met a lot of people before his speech.
Once in a while,
Probably a lot of
these guys-
sadness in that room.
They all get once in a while.
Yeah.
Something hits them.
That looks like an amazing building or museum.
Yeah, it
looks
I think
very
it cost,
echoey, and how high is the
I
ceiling?
think it cost
They like
161 million to build. So I think I heard that.
Cathedral-like atmosphere and
it's
very...
going to be intense.
Yeah, it's like kind of a cathedral-y kind of atmosphere you get in there, and
They just
you get
showed-
a lot of echoing, I
They
bet.
just showed the red bandana. That's going to be on display too.
Oh no!
The red bandana.
Maybe
he
you
was
guys will be able
discussing.
to broadcast out of that.
Good one, Rich.
Yeah, that's what we should do, right, Rich?
You guys covered it great.
Shut up! Stop trying to make it
Never
legitimate. By the way, Travis, did you get his trip before?
Which one?
It was no, but this Keese and applaud.
Keese.
It was.
Keese.
I'm tired,
That's something
man.
Keese never
It's
hears.
fucking-
Applaud.
Even I've never been that tired where I've made that many errors in a row.
There's
Wow.
the bandana. Jeez.
Yeah, it's these little individual things that
Right.
Someone has to know who
creeps you
that
out.
is.
Who, that guy?
No, the bandana. Someone must go. Oh yeah, he went to work wearing that. Unless that was just something he put on at work.
Right.
What? You get that flub?
The dedication. That's it.
Oh, that's the wall.
Here's something Keith's not used to.
Who's Keith?
Applaud.
Keith.
It was a little.
Here's something Keith's not used to.
Applaud. Here's the thing.
Oh no. That might be your first Here's the Thing, by the way.
Here's the thing.
You almost made a whole show without saying that.
Keith's not used to applaud. What happens when words try to come out?
They really do.
It's like
How do
they're
you mix
marching
up
over.
Bonnie with Bobby. That's
Discombobulated.
I've made errors similar.
Jesus. Words go through like a crazy straw coming out of your mouth.
They do.
I forgot you're still here.
I
don't even realize.
It's like the words are marching out and they don't see the big fucking hole in the ground and they just fall into it and tumble out of your mouth. Like instead of going like back behind your throat and coming up over the tongue, they fall through your dumb sinus and bounce off your teeth.
Rich.
Oh, I love you, Rich.
Where is Giuliani?
I don't know,
He's
Rich. I'm not his
probably,
fucking booking agent.
He's probably there.
Who cares where he is?
I'm sure he's there.
You want to say
You'd think
something
the camera would have
controversial?
shown him. You know,
Yeah, maybe he's away. Maybe he's in the fucking, doing
America's mayor. You'd think he'd have cleared his schedule to
he
show
would've
up at
cleared
this.
it
He's
for
a
this.
big guy, in this
Showed
whole
him. He's not
thing.
there. I don't think he's there.
Maybe he's in.
Who's that? Hillary stunt double?
Almost.
She looks like
almost.
We understand why you'd say that. You have to explain to fucking comedians why you'd say so.
Obama's
Did you
Obama's
just
done
call yourself a
already.
comedian?
I wanted to do so.
A little
So I
cocky
could
this
say
morning.
thank you to his parents and my new friend Jeff and Allison.
Oh man, this is just brutal.
Yeah, it's too depressing.
Yeah, this is just going to be really depressing stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
And I don't like the sadness without anybody remembering the anger. Just be mad.
Yeah, none of it's going to be brought up. I guarantee you're not talking about,
Oh, they're not talking about what caused it,
and
terrorism and extremism and fucking blah, blah,
hatred
blah.
towards
all that shit. And right.
We got a strange one on the line here. Let's try it. Jeff in Tennessee, what's up?
Yeah, I need some advice. Last night I came home from work and I found my blow-up doll hiding from me in the closet.
Your blow-up doll is hiding from you in the closet.
Yeah, I mean, what do I do? I mean, she's the only person I'm fucking, and I mean, if she doesn't want to fuck me, I mean, what do I do to coast her out?
You know what's sad that you planned this call?
Yeah.
Like, what's gonna be good?
Yeah, what can I say?
What can I say?
Well, he got on, and he did get a chuckle. That's kind of...
No, he didn't.
I don't know. The way he said it.
Exactly.
What to do. Exactly.
Jeff, you're doing a bit.
Hey, I want to tell you, don't believe anything that blabbing idiot says. He doesn't know
There's 5 of them in the room. What are you talking about?
Right?
Which one?
Are you deaf? Are you deaf?
No, I can hear you. Unfortunately, I wish I was.
Hold on. Jim's on now.
There's a guy on TV that apparently looks like an older me.
We know.
Well, the audience can't see it. Is that the fireman who was that standing next to Bush?
I don't know. Oh, it might be.
It doesn't tell what time it is anymore.
Thank you, Jeff, in Tennessee. Good luck with the blow-up doll.
But what it does tell...
I don't think it is the fireman.
...is what time it was.
Oh, watch.
It says it's the 11th.
Jesus.
And so this marks the time.
Oh, it's a mangled watch.
The successful counterattack on Flight 93 ended.
Rolex.
Oh, that came from Flight 93. Damn.
It stopped at 9/11.
Oh, is that what it showed?
No, the 11th was the date. It's whatever time it stopped.
It looked like it looked like it said 9/11.
We are all grateful today to the Memorial Board, the staff, and the families for creating this really magnificent memorial.
Shut up and give me back my assault rifles.
Probably the wrong time.
Is it? All right. I'll step back for a minute.
I think that's the fireman.
I don't think so.
Todd Beamer's watch was recovered at the site of the fireman.
I wanted to be a fireman.
It was given to this museum by his loving family. We are honored to have his father, David.
Yeah, it's his father.
Oh, it's your guy's father.
It's his father.
Oh.
Todd was one of 40 men and women aboard that plane.
It's his son's watch.
Strangers,
It's brutal.
all bound for San Francisco.
Yeah, man.
It's the Let's Roll guy, right?
Is that him? I think that guy's name was Jeff, yeah.
Was it? Yeah, bastards. Yeah, what are you going to do now?
All right, let's,
Everybody forgot.
Start wrapping
Everyone
up.
forgot the anger. No one's mad anymore at the Muslims.
I know they were going to let him build a fucking mosque down there. It's what the this fucking country is. Just...
A week after 9/11, if a Muslim said they were going to build a mosque down by the site, you'd get fucking literally people would have started shooting Muslims in the street. And now it's like, well, we need to have an open discussion about this. It's not all. And as I will always quote Colin, a few million bad apples spoil the whole.
All right, it's Keith Robinson's day.
Ah, yeah.
Got the big taping 2 weeks from tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
At the Gramercy Theater, 2 shows. So go see Keith as he tapes his special. It's going to be great. Yeah, of course. We all know that. The people need to know that.
Thank you, Vos.
Kills.
Yeah.
He's old school, man.
All right, so that's going down.
That was a really heartfelt plug.
Yeah. Comedian KeithRobinson.com for more info on that. Or just get your tickets through Ticketmaster for the Gramercy.
Massa?
And next Tuesday.
That shit.
I will be with Rich and Bonnie at My Wife Hates Me live podcast. that apparently fucking Merv Griffin Kelly is producing.
Yeah.
You know, fucking guy's trying to be a fucking... He wants to be a big shot so bad.
He does. Well, he's got the big part.
And he should be shot.
You can get tickets at the Comedy Cellar website.
Yeah.
Right.
For Tuesday night. And also this weekend at the Arlington Cinema Draft House right outside fucking D.C. Great club. Great fucking club if you're in that area.
But you got to pay to go to the museum? People are saying?
Yeah,
Yes.
$24 to get in. But they
Is that to offset the costs?
They said it costs $60 million a year.
couldn't
to
the
run.
government just...
Yeah, how about we just don't give money to Egypt or any other country?
There you go.
Why didn't the government take that? Take that hit. We shouldn't be... whatever. That's ridiculous.
Or is that a suggested donation?
Nope, $24 a ticket for adults.
It's kids are...
That's great. So what about a guy who's fucking homeless or whatever? It sounds stupid. The people who have no money can't go?
I think on Tuesdays for 3 hours you can get in for free.
Okay.
I like the fact that poor people should be left out of this whole thing.
Well, you're not wrong.
Frankly, mucking the whole thing up.
Yeah, with all their poor shit.
Yes.
They're the reason bad things happen.
You want it to look like the fucking subways? Come on.
Hey, he's losing fucking weight. Look at him.
Chris, he's going to run for the president.
He's going to win.
Oh, yeah.
He's not going to win.
Do you think Hillary's going to beat him?
He alienated his core.
She's
who are they gonna vote for?
she's too old.
Yeah, that's true. Well,
too
they'll vote
old.
for
They
any
don't
of
want an
them.
old
I don't even know if he'll make the...
I'm sorry. The next white male president will be 2064.
You're not rooting for another white male president?
Jesus Christ.
Next straight.
Gotta help me out here.
Say goodbye.
Jesus Christ. I know how the fucking Red Sox fans felt for all those years.
Yeah, we are finished. White men are done.
It's a wrap.
That's it.
It's
There'll
over.
be a
You guys got to get a
Hispanics
letter and you'll come up.
Is that it?
Yeah, we got the N-word.
I know.
You need a letter.
How long till
White guys need a nice
how long
letter.
till a Jew
True.
becomes president?
Who?
A Jew. How long do you think?
God.
No one cares.
That's it. No.
Here's what's going to happen. We're going to elect a president, and then he's going to come out and go, oh, by the way, at the inauguration, I'm a Jew. He's going to sneak his way in there.
I think they'd rather keep it the way it's been, them running things behind the scenes.
That's right, like the banks and the weather.
Yes, oy vey.
And the weather.
They are brilliant.
All right.
Well, tomorrow we had a great show today with Keith, who's hilarious, and
What a
I
great
love
time.
Voss, and of course Kevin. And tomorrow just will be a monumental disappointment.
Just utter nonsense tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
All right,
stay
guys.
tuned.
Yeah, you do that. Bye-bye.
Bye.
The Opie and Anthony Show has drawn to a close. Stay tuned to reflect, relive, and get the story behind the story of the finest moments of today's show. Sam Roberts,